different states or
Yeah.
anything.
We'll
But
see.
you don't have Nightcrawler powers and can teleport back and forth. Shame on you.
Well, actually, I wish I had that because it would make traveling to cons much easier.
Oh yes, yes it would.
Oh, fuck yes. Make
So
my job a lot
hopefully-
easier.
Oh yeah, very much so. Hopefully Liz will join with us shortly. But in the meantime, hello everybody.
Hello.
Hi, chat.
Hello Frux and chat. So then, Dungeon
Hello.
Master
Oh, Fox
Seph,
and Chad. Hi, folks.
would you like to tell us a story?
Last week, our party managed to successfully save Miss Elizabeth from her soulless state and fought off a demon who happened to be trying to possess her. They had a night on the towel, a day in the bathhouse, and just before going to sleep, Professor Krathe decided it would be hilarious to mess around with Storm and Jeremiah's sizes. Also, Ardeth, trying to procure a transmutation spell for the professor, screwed up her entire body. He's currently recovering.
Yeah, he still feels really guilty about that.
Well, she was communicating to another plane, which is a spell she can't technically do. Hence why it smucked her up. So, we continue with our party heading to Betty Boob's.
Oh, yeah.
Some worse for wear because of drink.
I have no idea what you mean by that. I
Maybe
could
have a
hold
tip
my
on.
liquor.
As I said, you're lucky that I didn't have slow prepared. Next time.
Dun-dun.
Well, now maybe next time you will join us in the bathhouse. Not
I had a few things to take care of.
Why did
The
that sound
lady-
like a threat, Jeremiah?
weren't you already asleep? No, but seriously, I mean, there are quite a few interesting individuals that might be interesting to have conversations with, Professor.
As I said, I had a little bit of a study to do with Ardeth and everything, but yes, I rather enjoyed watching.
I'm sorry.
We still on the
Say again?
screen.
Didn't get the last one.
Sorry.
No problem, I just
Then
said I
just
rather
one
enjoyed
moment.
watching.
All right. Well,
Where the hell's Pat? There it is. Apologies.
Oh,
Okay, go on.
So good. Theatre of the mind, everybody!
yes, theater of the mind. And
Theatre
body.
of the mind! Theatre
Yes.
of the mind!
The mind. Bitter of the mind.
I have no idea what this theater of the mind is, but I think it does not mean what you think it means.
I'm sure it's better
It is not
prepared
the
than the
stage
upper
play.
of the mind bullshit I pulled.
That was amazing.
No, I literally finished watching that about half an hour before I jumped in. Mwah. Loved it. Loved it.
Yes.
Krathe is, he basically is going to head back to his room, going to pour over some notes from one of his books. Unless anyone else wants him for anything, he's just going to spend the night chilling.
I mean,
Storm's already collapsed outside the door to his room.
I think I better put him in his bed.
I'd say Jeremiah's very coherent considering how drunk he was.
Well, I could hold my liquor compared to other people.
Yeah, that barbarian.
If you look at the rolls I actually did. Well, I should probably try getting him at least onto his bed. I mean, yes, cats sleep on floors, but he's not a house cat, after all.
Damn straight.
Come on, give me a hand. We both need to go to the bed, so...
Alright, this bolt won't let me hear the end of it otherwise.
Yeah, it's all fine. It's been a joyous night out. Yeah, and they make their way to Storm's bed. You'll be you going to take it from here now.
He just gives you like the OK symbol from his bed and just collapses entirely. Sleep well.
All right, I'll try to close the door as quietly as possible. Bangs the door closed. Sorry. Sometimes I underestimate my own strength. And he stumbles towards his own bed. And falls basically asleep right in front of it.
Okay. I would like you to make me an acrobatics check, please.
Okay.
Elegantly, can
sorry.
you fall face first on the floor?
Ow, that's gonna hurt in the morning.
Yeah, I want you to roll. Yeah, you just pretty much slam face first into the floor. Luckily, it's carpeted, so.
Ow! This
Still
is
hurt,
going to
no
bring.
damage.
This is going to give me a nice. I don't need to shave anything in the morning. He's out.
Okay. Is there anything else would like to do before we go for the night?
Nope, Squish is already asleep.
Okay. You all drift off into your various states of sleep. I would like Storm to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Squeeze me. That's a 17.
Okay.
Good
1
thing you
second.
didn't have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But that's a question, not to be that guy. But if he's drunk,
So,
Yes.
Stop giving the DM ideas.
Don't tell the DM to screw it up for him.
Storm, as you sleep, you feel something wrapping around your leg,
Mm-hmm.
and you can hear something whispering into your ear,
Okay.
a language you can't understand.
Ooh.
You can't really tell what it's trying to say to you, but if you give me 1 second, I'll just check on the notes.
I think the words are never. All right, never gonna dance again. No, I was actually going with the other song.
All you
That
hear
we're no strangers to love.
is
DerKork.
the only thing you hear that even makes a lick of sense to you is the word Aquanox.
Oh.
Water Knight?
Okay. And I'm sleeping through all this, presumably.
Yes,
Yeah. So it's like a dream.
pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
I would say the rest of everyone wakes up, say about 8 o'clock.
It's a good thing that he has the magical booze. Otherwise, my head wouldn't fit through the door frame.
Oh no, you got hangovers.
Great!
Only the vial of booze that Storm got is hangover free.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the cat
So-
okay, that's good old.
Sideways,
See who got
scooting
drunk
out of the
last
room.
night.
Well,
Sideways.
Jeremiah, Storm, and Squish, and Samael. I would like you all to make the Constitution saving throws, please.
oh no!
Alright.
Con save.
I could do
Here
the
you
con save.
go. Yeah.
Constitution
Splitting
saving
headache, but
throws.
still.
Yep. Everyone, Squish and Jeremiah, you got a headache, but it's not too bad. Samael and Storm, you feel like hell warmed up. You two both have disadvantage on every check you make for the next
Oh,
few hours.
okay.
Fine.
In fact, can I just have a quick look?
Are you still there?
Storm, can you roll me a D100, please?
Yippee!
Great, the bat has been vomited
That's an
into.
8!
Yeah, you want to throw up, but you're not quite there.
Oh god! Oh,
Morning furball.
yeah.
That's weird. You don't remember having corn last night?
It's amazing.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
Anyone with that, I'll go and fetch the Colonel.
Cute.
That's not
I
a
would
cat.
have,
Ever
I would
learned
have,
what
I would have a joke ready, but
No need to bend my ear.
That's not a cab driver. Learned when I say I got a yak, it doesn't mean I got a long-haired woolly buffalo in my backyard.
to be
Not
honest,
even
now,
Yaxus.
now
like to
we're
think
getting
that-
into corner territory, so
I like to think that right now Storm's like trying to get up out of bed, but it's just too much. Like everything just starts spinning, so he keeps falling back down. It's like, Bolt, help me out here, bro. Help. And that birdie boy does indeed like grab him by his collar and yank him out of bed. So Storm just like crashes into the wall or something. Oh, thank you.
quiet you.
Quiet yourself.
I suspect Storm may need some help.
I don't need any help. Pop, crash, boom. Maybe a little.
Yeah. I'm gonna help him up.
Rattling at the doorknob as he just like manages to crawl his way over and just push it open and just tumbles out.
Storm.
Yes, I'll be with you in a moment, and hopefully I can regain some dignity in the. Oh wait, I have a spell for this.
Spell for dignity?
Well, it helps.
Can I have that?
I'll allow it.
Alcohol kind of is a poison after
Yeah,
all.
that's the logic I'm going with.
Yeah. Majezo Madogo, and now I'm back on my feet. Everything's still woozy though. Okay.
You're telling me I have a splitting headache.
Oh, I still got a headache. Don't get me wrong. Eric's still.
Yeah, but
swimming.
compared to me, you already sound like you have sunshine coming out of well, you know.
Do you need a magic healing poop too, Jeremiah?
Nah, I'll do fine.
I'm sorry, I misheard that as healing poop, and I got really...
Yes. Yes, that's what I heard as well. A healing poop, not a healing boop.
Well, you never know. That might be just what you need.
Nah, I'll see the outhouse later. Preferably head last.
Gotcha. And he gives you like finger crossbows and just slowly tilts to the side and just ends up leaning it back up against the wall. Oh,
Yeah, we kind of overdid it.
it was fun though. I had fun.
Yeah, especially what's weird is I remember me getting very, very small, about the size of a halfling, and you getting to the size of a giant.
I was bigger than Dad. Jamie, it was all a wonderful, wonderful dream.
It was only a dream. Then why did I dream the same as you, apparently? Oh,
He just like gestures towards you and wriggles his fingers like, Charles.
oh, I shouldn't have thought too hard. I guess when we get something into ourselves, we'll be able to do a little better.
Right, yes. Who's up and at them? You're here.
Ardeth's already up.
Ah, yes.
Up and
Had to squint a bit to see her. It's all swimmy.
I'd say if everyone started to come down to breakfast and everything, Karth's probably there, at the end of the table, is flipping through one of his books, reading through some notes while, eating. Again, it's kind of surreal because he's sort of, his face is kind of looking at the food, but you see his little raven is basically perched right on the book, and it's sort of like hopping back and forth. Reading the words while he's eating. So it looks like the raven's the one that's doing all the reading.
Ardeth, you weren't out drinking with us last night, and yet you look like you've been through hell and back.
Welcome to the club.
I may have overexerted myself a little.
Yes, again, I feel deeply guilty about that. You went a little above and beyond, what I requested there, but it deeply, deeply appreciated. Lady Ardeth here had, she was assisting me with a research project.
Let's just say, communicating with other worlds is not easy, especially when you don't have quite as much reserves as you used to have 1,000 years ago.
So you couldn't handle your magic, basically. Like liquor.
Pretty much.
The parallels are obvious.
Yeah,
More I attempted to use a spell I used to know quite well, but I no longer quite have the same reserve of magic I had back then, so...
well,
Just like your liver.
you had a bit of a reset. You had a bit of a reset.
Essentially, yes. It still hurts quite a lot. Because you just know she's just in like her trousers, vest, top, and that's about it, really. Rest of her equipment is back in the room.
Yeah, so she's modestly dressed, but not armored.
Yeah, she's basically in jammies, basically.
Yeah. Just wanted to make certain that Jeremiah's not looking. I mean, how would he when he squints the entire time, because it's way too bright in this house?
And she's glowing, so...
Ow!
She's making light.
Yeah.
Is Squish and everyone else down yet?
Yeah, Sammy's down there. Massaging his temples.
Everyone's gone quiet on my end. I don't know if anyone can still hear me.
Yeah,
We can hear you.
Oh, there we go. It's back now. I think we're getting the return of the weirdness from Sunday.
I love how he said, I'm having trouble hearing you guys, and then we all popped in and says, don't worry, we can hear you.
Well, he did ask if we could hear him.
No, I actually clapped in order to have a signal that maybe he heard. But we all just went, okay, here we are. Can you hear us now?
Yes.
I
I
would
can
say-
hear you. You can hear me.
How is it if I sit only on one butt cheek?
Yo, can you hear me now? Good.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah, as you come down, it's the similar breakfast arrangement to yesterday. It's like a buffet sort of affair. Mistress and Anarchy are enjoying themselves with their food.
I would say Mitty would have got impatient and woke his mom to come down for breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Squish is there.
I'm
looking
hungry,
tired.
Mom. I'm hungry.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So we packed up his toys and came downstairs.
Samael, do you need a healing boop with a bee?
No, I just need a good breakfast.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Good breakfasts will solve at least most of our ails. That's AILS, not ALES. I think I had
I've
one too
never
many
really-
last night.
I've never really been one for alcohol or anything, but from what I understand, it helps if you have a little something on your stomach before you start drinking. Some chicken, some protein, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we kind of got warmed up before we decided that the barkeeper could probably provide some nourishment.
Well, lesson learned, I suppose.
Yeah.
It was a sandwich unlike we have ever tasted before, and will probably ever taste again.
Yes.
Practically dissolved.
Really?
Yes.
Now, where was this place that you went?
It's a
Do you even remember where you went?
It was a magical
Hey.
place. Literally.
it,
I mean,
yes.
Rowan's Interdimensional Bar and Review. The Cat Lord's place.
You,
Cat Lord?
The creator god of beautiful, fluffy boys like me.
Wait, you're telling me that the deities are so prevalent here, they actually have their own places of business?
well, he has a roaming place of business.
Oh,
I would
Lord.
say it's-
It
from what
was
I can
in
tell, from what I can tell, it's more of a demi-plane, similar to Mordenkainen's mansion.
Oh, yes, I've heard of him. Interesting fellow.
it links around. It was in Chaza City, then it was in a place called Jorhas, then Waterdeep, and then in the Temple City yesterday.
Waterdeep, haven't been there in a long time. Well, 3 years.
I've not been there, period.
I could believe the entrance goes where Rowan wishes it to be.
Yes. But we
Yeah,
get the most interesting customers.
yeah. Again, at least his bar is a lot bigger than that one shithole in Waterdeep.
I feel insulted.
What? What? It's a fault of the model of the module, not your work. Unless, of course, you brought in
Of course, that's
the brews.
Of course, that is if that place is still in business within this time frame. This is 3 years after.
It won't be.
Yes,
Oh,
I mean,
He's already laid up plans to blow it up at some point, so...
Boom! Who? Who is this boom?
well,
Not like I'm currently making the map or anything.
I mean, I've been there once before that other place opened up just across the street. As I said, it's been about 3 years.
You know, when we actually proceed further with the Waterdeep campaign, then your references to it can be much more like fleshed out.
Anyways, aside from eating breakfast and everything, has the mistress is already here with Anarchy and everything, yeah?
Yes.
And she probably scowled when we mentioned that we had been at Rowan's.
Yeah, I meant to ask, like, what was the mistress's reaction about we brought up Rowan and the cat lord again?
She definitely did not look too happy.
Yeah.
Well, she understands that since this guy can basically not be pinned down anywhere specific, so he just gonna keep cropping up.
To be honest, it's not like we've sought out his place.
Well, I try to keep an eye on it, but I can't make it appear.
I have a question for everybody. So we're supposed to be heading out to this pirate-held location to the west. Was that correct?
To the east.
To the east.
To the east. My apologies. Yes. There was
first-
something about an illithid issue.
I really can't be sure. I think the information we gathered was that there was something to do with Illithids on that island as well.
Yes, they have multiple issues right now.
But don't forget we have to return to Centril.
Mm-hmm. That's our first port of call.
Very well. Again, I'm pretty much ready when everybody else is.
Well, in that case, I think we should not words no come out of my mouth right now.
Yes. I think you might need another greater restoration. Unfortunately, it's not really my area of expertise.
No, I don't. No greater restoration needed. Apparently, just a dictionary.
Well, while Jeremiah tries to find his words, your talk of the Illithids reminded me of something I wanted to add. Now, I mentioned that Illithids aren't the only problem on the island.
Yes.
Lord Harrowmount is there. Mount.
Yes.
And he's picking around with dragons again. Now,
Yes.
Are Illithids able, if they were powerful enough, to dominate the mind of a dragon?
Oh. Carp's actually gonna think about that for a moment. Would this be a nature? Would this be an arcana?
I would say go for a history check on this.
Would I be able to have advantage considering my personal history with
Yes, you definitely have advantage.
Yes, I appreciate that. That is going to... Why did that come through as a normal roll? I'm so sorry. Try that again.
That's
A 24.
Okay. Yes, you would know that it is extremely rare, but it has happened in the past. Illithids have been able to take over dragons.
I communicate that information. Yes, that would be really, really bad.
I can't remember the exact name of the creature, but I should just look it up.
What do you mean take over dragons?
Do you know how
Wait, see the
illithids
dragon, that's the one.
reproduce?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that, Dennis.
Do you know how illithids reproduce?
Squish just blinks at you.
Doesn't it work with like with every other species? A mummy illithid and a daddy illithid love them each other very, very much, and then they create offspring by that.
Not quite.
I'd like to make a guess. Is it involving brains, as in brains taken from other life forms?
Well, this isn't very exactly breakfast discussion, but on average, usually what happens is a tadpole, they usually have a pool with the elder brain. It's the center of the hive mind, literally. Usually about 1,000 or so tadpoles are running around in there, feeding on each other. The strongest ones are then taken out of the pool and put into the head of an unfortunate victim. Tadpole wanders around, eats the brain of the victim, and slowly transforms the body. It's a process called ceramorphosis. And over time, the body grows into a fresh illithid.
It'd be fascinating if it wasn't so horrifying.
So So what is the process called? Semaphore something? So they use flags to communicate that they're taking over.
Yeah, the player stuttered there, but yes.
Sorry, sorry if I'm completely wrong here, but it just sounded like that, and
No problem.
that headache. I should probably take one of my dad's old recipes of mixing a very hot sauce with a very sweet vinegar and a ton of salt.
Krathe just leans past Krathe just leans past Jeremiah and carries on. So yes, these entities basically breed by taking slaves that they've captured from various different humanoid races and turning them into themselves. It's quite horrific. Repugnant is the least word I could use. And one of the many reasons why they are hunted across the multiverse. And a reason why they should not be permitted any foothold anywhere. Which is one of the reasons I'm a little bit keen for us to get going.
To be honest, so am I.
What you're saying is, keep midnight away from tadpoles.
Absolutely.
Especially from beds.
Ideally, all of us should be kept away from these tadpoles. But I'd rather Lord Haramount be kept away the most. I don't know the man personally, you do, but he strikes me as a manipulator who will do anything to get what he wants. And if that means striking up a deal with, like, illithids, just so he can get his mitts on the dragon, because, he seems like the sort that might do that.
Rest assured, in my experience, anybody stupid enough to try and make a deal with these creatures usually ends up dead anyway. They are not to be trusted.
I don't think it's trying to control dragons that he's after.
Fair enough. I was just thinking out loud.
What do you think he's after? I've only encountered the individual once, and this was a while ago when Sammy and I first met.
When we were in the caves beneath the church in Gale Bay, he mentioned the Queen of Holborn.
Holborn?
Yes, the country where Ramar is, where you and Sammy met.
Oh, yes. The player remembers that.
Yeah, she was only crowned recently, in the last year or so. She's only about 13 years old, so... possible that Haramont doesn't quite like the idea of having a child on the throne.
What would he get from the illithids, though?
Well,
The ability to puppeteer this child?
Oh dear. Yes,
ability.
that does seem to be something that they could do.
yes. And they would have a great breeding ground.
Ugh. Krathe looks very concerned. Not to rush everyone, but I hope everyone's eaten well.
Well, Jeremiah.
Well, in that case,
stand already
he
up.
turns.
already.
You've all gone quiet again. Son of a bitch.
Hello, check 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I hear you all. Discord, you fucker! I hear you all.
Jeremiah's
So,
already standing, and well, in that case, we better get going.
The mistress smiles and goes, I will be remaining here for the next few days. Anarchy, my dear, I trust that you will take good care of your new dagger.
Of course I will, Miss Missy. It's the best.
I shall just show us the place.
Lovely.
Pokey.
That's so cool.
I wish you all the best of luck. I shall be returning straight to Ventral City once I have concluded my business here. Incidentally, I messenger from Radamanthus is waiting outside for you.
Oh,
I believe she has a little job for you to complete on your way.
Very well.
couldn't hurt to hear her out.
Yes.
Okay.
Again, thank you for your hospitality.
Yes.
Oh, it is quite alright. After all, you are working for me.
We appreciate you, Mark.
Oh yes, rest assured we'll keep Anarchy safe and sound.
Good. With that, the mistress kind of indicates for you all to go.
Yep. We don't need telling twice.
Anarchy's gonna wait to be the last out of the room so she can give Miss Missy a hug without anyone else seeing.
She makes sure to give Anarchy a very tight hug. Now you be good, Anarchy. And if you have to be bad, make sure they don't catch you.
Be good. If you can't be good, don't get caught.
Yep, pretty much. As you make your way out towards the reception hall, you can see the representative from the cult, the church, just kind of stood there. I've been waiting for you to arrive. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
I have a little job for you. It won't be too much of an inconvenience. But
Alright.
I require you all to deliver something for me.
Well, what needs delivering and where does it need delivering to?
You watch as she kind of brings out this large, not a huge case, but it's about the size of. I'd say it's one of you be able to carry it no problem, but it is a reasonably large case. This is a little delivery that needs to be made.
What is it?
It is. Sorry. This is called Rainbow Serpent Venom.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
This would be Mr. Repente's favorite pastime.
Yes, speaking of Repente, he is the person you must deliver this to.
Ah.
I think
Fair enough.
we
I
will
guess
be
I'll
able
be
to.
taking that then.
Yes, it would
Leans
be.
over to... Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes, it would be an idea to not go alone with Repente. He is unpredictable.
Fair enough, though he does seem quite taken with me.
While that's going on, Kathleen's...
Yes, Professor.
No, I was just saying that Karth leans over to Squish and quietly is like, "Who's Repente?"
You'll see.
I want to try and hear out for that. Would that be a perception? Or
Yeah, that'd be a perception. Are you
I'd
trying
say-
to hide that calf?
I'm not. I mean, it's not trying to be. Who's Repente? It's just like I say, "Who's Repente?"
The player can't remember.
so
Well, he has the eye of the beholder.
he is a beholder.
Oh yeah, right.
And-
Okay, I completely
Yeah.
forgot his name. I was sitting thinking, wait, I know that name. It's like, he's a guy back in Chalsa City. He's interesting. Has his
Yeah.
eyes on
Right.
everything.
Yeah, he.
Okay.
Pretty sure he has a
Okay.
crush on Storm.
Hmm.
Okay, please confirm if I heard like Calf ask or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
good.
heard. You heard.
They're being vague. He's a beholder.
The fact. A beholder.
Yeah, that.
Big eye with lots of
Right.
little eyes.
I'm aware of beholders. Huh.
Yeah. Last beholder
I
I saw.
have missed a lot.
Yeah, you really
Oh, well.
have.
Yeah, lead on.
Yes, he's pretty mellow, but he's mellow as long as he gets this, and the storm raises the case. So we will be on our way.
Excellent. Here you
Yes.
go. At this point, she hands you a bag containing 500 gold pieces.
Hmm.
Chunky inventory. Boom,
Payment
boom.
up front is always best in this situation.
Actually, you know what? This is a team effort, so that 500 gold should go straight into the team kitty. Here you go, Squish. Keep hold of that.
But you said it was gonna go into the kitty. Does that mean you're gonna eat it?
No, he means you put it in the box where the money for all of us goes.
Poor choice of words on my part.
I'm
So
not
goes in
that
the bag
dumb.
over to the kitty.
I was making a joke. I'm not that dumb.
Well, now don't we all look the fools? Good one, Squish.
We should also take Lady Elizabeth.
Squish looks a little disappointed
us.
that
Oh,
you
yeah,
all think
Elizabeth's-
she's stupid.
Yeah,
enough
Elizabeth's
to
there as well.
say
She's ready. Whispering Elizabeth basically waiting there as well.
Well, Elizabeth will be heading back with us, but I suppose you will be making your way back to Ocean's Bounty, eh, Whisper?
Yes, the quickest route would be to go with you to Chalta City first.
Okay, so we are heading in the same direction, at least for a while. Okay. Well, unless anyone wants to make any grand goodbyes to the Temple City, I say we're on our way.
Unless you want to make a great gesture. I mean, at that time, I can even take the case off of you.
Nah, I'm good. I made plenty of grand gestures last night.
Yeah. At least you landed in your bed.
Yeah. Don't know how I got there. Like a burly angel just dropped me off.
Well, that burly angel had a little bit of help. From the one who's
Also-
fallen in front of his own bedroom door.
Also, DM is an idiot because the DM goes 2 ways down the mountain. So, yeah, Whisper will go with you to Ocean's Bounty. You'll be passing through on your way there.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, I mean, Ocean's Bounty is somewhat beyond, somewhere around there.
It's about there.
Roughly, yes. Yeah, right. It's a lot closer to Chalta City.
Mm.
I mean, after all, we just had crossed this, killed 2 T-Rexes, and then we pretty much were there.
I'm just glad I'm going to get a proper chance to say goodbye.
Okay. The party sets out. There's different guards on the gate to when you came in the day before, so
Well, to be
They
fair,
just-
we're going through the other gate, so...
yeah, they just wave you on. They've seen the pilgrims go in to and fro, and you make your way down the mountain.
Well, going down is much easier than climbing it up.
As you reach a crossroads, you turn south,
Yes.
and it's about midday-ish before you find your way to Ocean Bounty. I don't have the map ready to go at this point, so we'll just imagine it.
Okay.
But
Theater of the mind.
yeah, you find the kittens are all in the house, just sort of doing the chores. Iron is watching over them, and
Is waves around or
Waves.
Pop it off?
yeah, Waves is kind of keeping an eye on the road.
I apologise because again these are all new locations to me. What exactly? You mentioned kittens.
Yeah.
Yes.
A Tabaxi
The
village.
Tabaxi kids.
All the adults are gone.
Oh,
There's only
I
little
see.
ones.
I see.
Where storms
Okay.
from.
Oh, this is very
About
cute.
five young Tabaxi are there. 5? 4?
Yeah, 5.
5.
2 older
One.
teenagers, 3 young children.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. One of the young children actually decent with wood and wood
Yep.
tools.
That was Roses, if I remember correctly.
That is correct.
So, Waves is overdue for a hug, so Storm is actually gonna like bolt on ahead, actually using his feline agility to just like tackle his bro to the ground and give him a big hug.
Easy. Storm, easy.
Oh, I won't be easy. It's been 15 years. I was worried I was going to leave again and miss the chance to give you this long overdue hug, bro.
I think the fact that you are half your skull on capybara meat probably didn't help.
Well, today he doesn't have the capybara meat.
Well, that's
So-
a relief.
Well, I have
Just a
some if
little
you
bit.
wanted.
All we have is a little bit of the headache.
Yeah, I had a wild night last night. It was
Yeah.
fun though. We finished our job, so it was a good time to let off some steam.
That's something at least.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, your brother can actually sing when he's drunk. I don't know why.
I can?
My friend, there's a reason it's called caterwauling.
Misfortune, what are you doing here?
No, she usually shows later.
You know that is a spoiler, right?
Yeah, we go to Central, so...
Alright. I'll get off you, bro. And Storm gets up and picks Waves back up. There you go.
Got to say something to these kids, they are pretty damn tough.
Oh, yeah.
Have to be. I mean, after all, no adults to teach them, so they had to learn the hard way.
They survived on their own far longer than they should have. But, you know, surviving's the Chelsea way. It's the ocean's bounty way, too, so...
To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised to learn that they had at least a little help.
They mentioned something about Salt on the Breeze coming back to take him to Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Yes, he's come back a couple of times and asked about that. Which reminds me, Whisper, you're actually going to take them up on that offer now, aren't you?
Yes, that is the plan. No offense, Mr. Waves, but I think it's time we finally got them somewhere a lot safer. Well, I see what you mean, Miss Whisper, and I think I'll stay in Chelsea.
Got
You know,
plans of your own?
Well, there's not much I can do for Ocean's Bounty, but probably do some help down in Chelsea City.
Yeah.
Uh,
They could use a guy like you, able to get into and out of trouble lickety-split.
Well, there might be some work with the watch there, so...
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll be coming with you back to Chelsea City.
Well, it'd be great to have you, bro. Big ol' like slap on the shoulder there.
while they're having their scene, Jeremiah goes over to Rose. So, how are you doing in your endeavors?
I'm
Woodworking.
I'm doing quite good. She kind of just holds up a little carved bird she's made.
Oh, that's already beautiful. That is beautiful, my dear.
It was just a little practice piece. I'm not quite ready to do all the big things yet, but I should be able, hopefully. Captain Salt said that carpenters were much prized in Sanctuary, so I would definitely have a job when I get older.
That they surely are, and even if you don't go into building ships or repairing them, you could still make quite a bit of a name for yourself with the fine detailed work that you did there. A little bit of paint and it would look almost lifelike.
She smiles happily and nods.
He basically ruffles her fur a little bit on the top of her head.
You just hear you just hear a purring.
Aw.
Cute.
Yep. if any of you would like something to eat, I'm sure we have something we can, if you need anything.
That would be grand.
That would be lovely, yes.
But before I forget, did Salty give you like a way to contact them, or are you just stuck waiting for them?
He said he would return in a day or so.
Oh, okay. So I was just gonna offer like the Squish's coin here to give them a heads up, but hey, if they're gonna come back within a day, then hey, don't need that.
Yeah, I can only talk to my sister with this.
Yeah, but she could have passed the message on. Oh well, bright idea, not needed.
I don't think so.
No? Well, fair enough.
Squish is like sitting, pulls out the coin, looks at it, and ponders. She's like, nah, you will get annoyed if she rings her for no reason.
So, Whisper quickly packs you all some lunches. You spend about a good 2 hours at the village, just getting everything sorted and organised. You notice that the kittens are already packed.
Well, everyone's ready to go. Soon Ocean's bounty will be, well, a thing of the past, but we'll remember it.
Well, it's not a thing of the past. It always resides within everyone who lived here.
Yeah, true right. It stayed in my heart the entire time I was gone.
No, Storm. Perhaps someone will come in a few years, find the place, and decide to renovate it. No,
Maybe they will, Waves. Maybe they will.
Who
I
knows?
keep an eye on the place.
Who knows? Maybe even the young ones will move and decide that the place of their youth is a place to return to.
It's a possibility. Like I said, I'll be keeping an eye on the place, checking in from time to time.
Yeah, just hope there are no T-Rexes trying to set up a nest on the road.
I think after what you did to the last two, from what I've heard, that's not going to happen again anytime soon.
Yeah, we left quite an impact on the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Hand on its skull.
Yeah. Anyway, shall we get going then?
Well, hang on a moment. A couple of things. Waves, at the risk of bringing the mood down, I presume you said goodbye to Dad.
Yes, I checked the house, checked the hiding spot. Yeah.
Did you have an inheritance too?
Yeah, he left me a good amount. Enough to keep me for a couple of months at least.
Ah. Much the same, but he left me one other thing.
Yeah, I got a letter too.
Ah! Well, I hope it meant as much to you as mine did to me.
Well, hate to say this, Storm, but didn't exactly have to wait 15 years to read it, did I?
Ah! Yeah!
But nice. I wish I could have been here, but unfortunately, we all know what happened.
Mm-hmm. Well, it doesn't matter. We're both here now. His sons are back, and that would make Barrowborn happy. So, we got that at least.
Yeah, we got that sorted, but yeah. We should probably be hitting the road.
Yes.
There's one more matter I have to deal with. And Starlight takes off his cloak and badge and heads over to Irons, gets down on one knee, and just bundles it up into a nice, like, tidy pile. As tidy as he can get it anyway. Irons, I wish I had more time to make this more formal and to deliver it in a way that is best suited to you. But you're just gonna have to stick to a poor old cat who hasn't got the time to learn how to sign. But you have been protecting this village while I've been gone, while Captain Barrowborn was gone, and you've done a stellar job. You're among the toughest Tabaxi I've ever seen,
That's all.
and I can think of no one better to pass on my guardsman badge and cloak to.
Irons nods and use your time. It means this says thank you.
Look out for one another, all of you. You're the last children of Ocean's bounty. And you're as tough as nails. But you're like that because you had each other the entire time. And that Ocean's bounty spirit. Wherever life leads you, if we ever meet again, or don't, keep that spirit with you. And we will do the same.
Don't worry, Mr. Storm, you will.
And I think that's all she wrote.
Okay. Right, well, you kids look after yourselves, okay? You all make your way out of the village, headed back up to the road, and it's another 3 or so hours before you make your way through the gate of Charlton City. So let's just pop the icon there. And now I moved us over, yes, I have. Okay.
Ooh.
Step 1, make the delivery. Step 2.
First you get the women. First you get the money, then you get the women. Sorry, couldn't resist.
Who invited Binksy over here, and why isn't he in Barovia?
That wasn't the Binksy voice.
I know, but it was close enough.
Is it just me, or can anyone hear like a carnival going on?
Well, it's a bustling street. It's a party city, remember?
Hell yeah.
Tourist town.
Sounds a little bit like, what did they call that, grass day or something somewhere?
What?
Yeah, weird places.
I'll take Elizabeth back to the Ark.
Was that Ardeth saying that?
Yeah, I was Ardeth.
You do that, Ardeth. We are making the delivery. Let's just hope that he's in a good mood and doesn't set his eyes on.
Really, if he's in a bad mood, we might have to count on him setting his eyes on me. Just to help ease the transaction along.
Well, in that case, you better put on your best smile.
Jeremiah, as if I never have my best smile on.
Well,
yes,
make
no,
certain it's
seriously,
extra best.
After about 15 minutes walk towards the corner club, you reach a large, rounded tower building that is the City Watch headquarters. Well, it looks like this is my stop, so I shall see you around, Storm.
Yep, see you around, Waves. They'll be mad not to take you.
Don't worry about it, I'm pretty sure I get...
If they give you
Remember,
shit, just tell them... Sorry, you first.
Don't forget, with the Tabaxi can get in anywhere. You can't just like that one-arm hug sort of thing.
Big old one-arm hug back. A squeezable one, though.
And you all take care of this big idiot, okay?
Yeah, we'll do what we can.
Also, hi Lizzie.
Yeah, hi, Lizzie.
Ooh.
Hello.
Oh, okay, maybe she's not here yet.
She is here, and apparently at the same time she isn't here.
Shoulding distance.
You sense her presence. The presence. I sense the presence of Donald Pleasance.
Well, at least you don't feel the presence of Donald Pleasant because
I do every time. I do every time. I feel his presence every time I go near dark and lonely water.
Well, in that case, I hope you're never there when his birthday comes around.
I felt your presence. I know what you're getting for Christmas.
Yes, I know. I know.
Anyway,
I saw
My
activity
name is-
from Lizzie, but I didn't hear anything.
Yep, we've got some activity, but no audio.
Hello, yes.
Hello, Lizzie.
Hey.
Hello!
Now I'm just gonna have to share this again because you didn't quite get here in time. So, bear with me just 1 second.
You got a very cool pokey thing.
Yes.
Miss Missy gave you a pokey thing.
There we go.
I always got pokey things. Awesome.
Yes.
Oh,
It's a pokey thing, not a Pokemon.
wow, I have 3. Oh, wow. Yes, that's
So-
what Miss Missy gave me, yes?
Yeah, that's the dagger she gave you, Char's Bane.
Heck yeah, now I got 2 sick daggers and 2 daggers that I could just throw willy-nilly at people.
Mm-hmm.
I got my stabbing daggers and my throwing daggers.
I'm brand.
Okay, so just to quickly recap, Whisper has gone back to Ocean's Bounty. We've just said goodbye to Storm's brother, who's gone to join the Watch in Charleston City, and Ardeth has taken Elizabeth back to the Ark.
Also,
Alright.
we're making a delivery to Repente.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So it takes about another hour of walking before you make your way to the Serpent's Eye Corner.
Here we go.
So it quickly switches into the tavern. As you walk in, you see Vinda, the elf, kind of stood at the bar. It's like I said, it's basically the Mos Eisley cantina.
Yeah.
This place. Oh, so you lot are back. How can I help you?
Aye. We're here to make a delivery for Mr. Repente.
Oh, thank the serpent for that.
Uh-oh, that doesn't bode well. Is he getting antsy?
More that he's getting a little low. He's not exactly... well... Let's just say he wasn't too happy with the last minstrel we brought in.
Ooh.
Did he disintegrate him? That was out of character, ignore me.
You watch as Vinda kind of goes to the door, knocks on it. Venus, delivery. Got quite a few of them, so just let them in, okay? Oh, sadly. You hear the sliding of the bolts, the door is opened by the Yuan T.
Okay.
Well, come on in.
Alright. Storm will lead the way. Delivery held in front.
Yeah.
Nodding to the sneaky boy on the way.
Okay. He waits for everyone to make their way into a small little antechamber where the staircase is before bolting the door again. Like I say, the boss isn't exactly in the best of moods, but well, at least it's not as bad as it would be without this stuff. Come on, follow me.
Alright.
He starts leading you up the stairs, and I just want to clarify, who here hasn't been to this corner club yet?
That would be definitely Calf.
I think Jeremiah hadn't been here either.
No, you weren't.
No, so I think it was Ardeth, Anarchy, Squish, and Sammy and Storm. So you all make your way upstairs, and the same Teifling who was watching the doorway before kind of just lets you all through the curtain, and you can just hear sounds of a tantrum.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
If I ever see that good-for-nothing, tuneless twerp again, I'll you don't know what I'll do.
Don't tell me it was a halfling.
That is exactly what it was. And, oh, hello. You all suddenly see and suddenly receive the attention of Repente, and I shall just share the image again.
Yes.
If it is not already burned into your eyes.
The dapper beholder, yes.
Lord.
The most charismatic beholder of them all.
Oh, and it's you as well. Check you out. So what have you got for me this time?
Good morning. Good afternoon, Mr. Repente. I believe we have exactly the kind of thing you need right now. And Storm presents the case and opens it up in this big, grand, like, swooshing gesture.
Ooh, my
Ta-da!
medicines. Ooh, Chakabus, you have no idea how much I've been waiting for these.
Oh,
Erinya! You just watch as Erinya, his handler from the cult, kind of walks forward and takes the chest off you. As she does so, she whispers, "Oh, thank the serpent you all got here in time. I couldn't have calmed him down any more, and, well, he's going to be I think a little extra dose might help him."
oh yes, definitely. We came as fast as we could.
You watch as she carries off the case to somewhere else. There's a couple of guards just kind of hanging around, a couple of other people lazing around, also under the influence of the venom. Now then, how can I thank you all for delivering my goodies?
If he has any eyes looking in random directions, I'm having a staring contest with any one of them in my direction.
Yeah, they're kind of just flicking around lazily.
Aw.
Oh,
like-
good. Sorry. Carry
You,
on.
you know, like when your eyes are rolling up into the back of your head when you're tired?
Mm.
Basically, imagine that, but times 10. And it's eye stalks rather than the actual eyes rolling back.
Gracious.
I'll tell you what, I know that the old, shall we say, jerky wizard already gave you some cash, but I'd like a little bit extra.
Oh, Mr.
We're
Rebecca.
not going to complain about that.
I mean, the greatest pleasure was just getting to see you again, but do you have anything else on offer?
well,
We will
the,
greatly receive.
I like
Oh,
shiny
well,
things.
The feeling is mutual, my dear. Let's see, I think 250 gold should suffice.
Oh.
You watch as this kind of a little gnome woman kind of scuttles in with basically like a coffer. She opens it up, quickly counts out 250 gold and puts it into a bag for you.
You're most generous.
Oh, think nothing of it. And if you're ever in the area again, I know that you have great adventures to go on right now. But if you're ever in the area, come visit old Repente.
Oh, it will be our pleasure, I assure you.
Oh, excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, my dear Enya, if you could prepare my dosage. As this happens, the Teifling who briefly brought you in kind of escorts you back to the door. And Vindus is kind of waiting there.
Fairly well, Mr. Repente. Enjoy your medicine.
Very well, Chucky Boots.
Storm's gonna actually give him a wink on the way out.
Oh, cheeky.
Ooh.
Cheeky yourself.
Are you a bard?
Maggie!
That's the dog, and I apologize.
No worries.
Hey, we have a Lizzie.
It's kind of a running joke that any dog named
Yeah.
Maggie on this channel is going to be a very loud dog. So
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and
Only
sometimes
one
they
dog
get
per
the
house.
pet name speak.
Oh, come on, that
Yep.
was perfectly timed.
Yeah,
Oh,
that speak bark.
Vindus leads you back downstairs. He goes, once again, I can only thank you for bringing this to us.
I mean, we were already on the way here to Jolza City, so it was no sweat off our brow.
Let's just say that a beholder in a city that isn't dragged up to the eyeballs to keep them calm is basically a rolling ball of anxiety and disaster with them.
Oh yes.
Well-
We know it was a job that needed doing. First thing, so we're happy to help.
He's funny.
Well, he quite enjoyed your company, my dear, so let's just say that the mistress, someone who carries the word of the mistress basically has free reign in Chalza. Even in Repente's court.
Well,
he basically unbolts the door and kind of holds it open for you all to leave.
And out we go!
Away we fly!
Yes.
So, question, was that 250 gold just added to the team inventory?
Yeah, well, it's up to you. It can be added to the team inventory.
Was it
think
250
we
or
should-
500?
250.
500 was from earlier, and that was already added.
Okay.
As you go out, Vinda kind of gives you a nod.
Would you like me to add it to the inventory?
Yes, please.
Okay. There we are. It has now been added.
It goes into the magic box of everything we have.
Is there anything you'd like to do before leaving?
Like, just the tavern, or like Charles the City? as a
Just the
whole?
tavern. Well, we'll go with both.
There was a
Go.
fight pit before, wasn't there? It wasn't, it was busy at the time, or wasn't active. Something like that.
I don't think there was a fight pit here.
Fair enough. I just remembered it being mentioned in one of the seedy Charles taverns, so I figured that was it.
Oh no, yeah, it's in the Serpentine has a fight pit. Sorry.
Don't tell. Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know. Figured like a good tussle would be fun while we're here.
Well, as long as
I'm
you're not betting against me. But we have things to deal with. I mean,
I was just thinking, but then it occurred to me that we got things to be doing. So
We are on a very important business trip. Harm. I am serious.
yeah.
I
See,
don't sound like that, do I? Karth looks genuinely upset.
no, I
I'm
thought that
very
was more of
serious.
I thought that's a parody of me, so.
It's a parody of anyone who's like, harm, I am serious.
so
Well-
it's both of you. Anarchy's so talented, can impersonate multiple people at once.
I preen.
Well, but still, we have to first set Lady Elizabeth off in Central, and then we still have that one little issue that we have to deal with, and wouldn't mind getting to know at least the pirate court.
Let's get the lady home, and then we'll take things from there. Seems fair?
It seems most fair to me, yes.
I was going to say, so for point of clarity, Lady Elizabeth is with us in the middle of all this.
No,
She's already at Ark.
Ah, okay.
She's at Ark. She's currently probably watching some holo program to teach her about Chaltza.
Imagine just sitting bored on the edge of the ship with that, like the little stick and line fishing rod.
Gotcha.
You all start making your way back to where you moored the ark. It takes about an hour or so. Yep.
Sorry, you cut out for a bit there, man, but then you came
Sorry.
back.
You make your way towards Ark, and Krathe,
Hello.
as you approach this dock, you see what looks to be a regular galleon.
It's a rather nice ship. Not quite the one that you all were using the last time. The Salwigin captain, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, we don't have that one anymore.
This one is more than meets. Well, one could say the eye.
How so?
Come
You'll-
aboard and you'll find out.
You'll experience.
I look forward to it. So as I'm
As-
stepping forward, is there anything I can... Let's see, I don't think I've got anything that's like detect magic or anything. Yeah, I don't have anything like that selected. Would this be like an Arcana check to see if this is something that I recognize?
You can certainly try.
Oh, I love it when you say that. Okay, Arcana. There's a 20.
You're familiar with camouflaging spells, but as far as you can tell, this seems to just be a rather unusual ship.
Interesting.
Yeah, that thing has a spell save DC way beyond anything that's usual.
I'm actually going to have Lillian, my little raven. She's going to fly off the edge of his staff, and she's going to go straight into the ship.
As she swoops up towards the gangplank, she just vanishes.
I'm looking through her eyes.
She disappears in a puff of a laser defense system.
Nary a feather is seen.
The best part is I don't have Find Familiar selected,
As
so I would
she
literally
flies
be blind.
in, I don't think I have an icon for her. Right.
I will try and make
As
one
she flies
for you.
in, she almost smacks into this. She almost smacks into this bulkhead here. Just stops herself in time.
Oh, that's very interesting. What exactly is she seeing? Is this metal?
It's metal. It's not bare metal. It is painted, but yeah, it's basically a metal bulkhead.
Steel ship. Very interesting.
You can basically tell from looking at it, it's not thick metal. There is still wood underneath, but yeah, it's basically an ironclad.
Interesting. Krathe steps on up. The gangplank. He switches off the remote control view, and he's gonna join the rest of them.
See, now that
I
you've said
step
that,
So how did you? come
all I
across
can
this?
imagine is that your little bird is like a little drone and now makes a sound as it flies.
I mean, literally, that's. Critical Role. This is my frumpkin.
Yeah, but you know that little drone noise that the little quadcopters make? And I
I'm
imagine
so
it
sorry.
flying around.
I've missed everything that you guys have said. I said that Lillian is basically my equivalent of Frumpkin or the Duchess, and I heard nothing.
Well, Jurnis is just saying that she really does imagine your bird is like a drone.
It makes the quadcopter like moan as it goes past.
So, take it everyone's coming aboard?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I gain my captain legs. I stride with confidence, and by that I mean I wobble a lot and almost trip.
You all make your way inside. You can see that Ardeth and Elizabeth are sat at the dining table.
Hi,
Hello.
you ready to go home?
Yes, I didn't expect your ship to be quite so unusual.
Kinda takes you takes your breath away the first time you see it, huh?
Yeah, he's a beauty.
Yeah, Midnight just kind of charges straight to the treasure vault.
Yeah, I was about to think he goes to play in the horde.
How about it, little guy? You earned it.
But where did that treasure hoard come from? Is that literally just there? Does that belong to us or what?
Technically speaking, as a captain, it belongs to Anarchy.
Of course.
How much is
It's
there?
free reign for all crew expenses, as long as it's reasonable, like candy.
How much is there?
How many pounds of candy could we buy with this much treasure?
I would
Jeremiah,
say-
Jeremy, how much candy could I buy?
You're asking the wrong character of this player. There's another character
I
that would be able to tell you.
Am I allowed
quite a
to buy
bit.
that candy?
Quite a bit, I would say. Enough to have a stomachache for the next 5
I would
years.
say you'd need someone to actually count through it, but there's got to be At least 100,000.
We must
Yeah.
hire an accountant. Or
Well-
one of you has to go to school.
Well,
I'm
tell-
afraid I'm more of a translator than an accountant. I don't really do numbers very well.
I can't count past maybe 34 very well. I'm
I can
working on
read-
it and I'm getting it.
I can read the maps and skies, and like navigate like the best of them. Counting, not entirely my strongest suit.
Well, to be honest, Captain, you had a training lesson at navigating the sea, did you not?
Storm leans in. Yeah, I've been meaning to ask about that. How many of you could actually helm a ship? Like, are any of you experienced sailors?
Well,
I taste the wind and then I spin the wheel and I laugh.
to be honest, I'm more of a house building carpenter than a seafaring carpenter.
Fair enough, and it's fair to say Anarchy has the spirit of the thing down at least,
Yes.
and art probably helps with the rest.
Squish, how do you feel about sending Midnight to school to count money? He likes it enough already.
Well, I mean, I'm already teaching him and Squish Draconic. I suppose I could teach them basic mathematics.
Yes.
It's always possible.
Money,
Let's see
money.
how long it would take to teach them basic math.
Good luck.
Looking at the stats, you'd probably have a better job teaching Midnight.
We have.
That's what I was
I have
saying. Teach Midnight.
one-
Midnight will be our accountant.
I have one bean. Then I add another bean. What do I have?
Two
beans.
beans from
Per
each.
dinner.
Some beans.
A very small casserole.
We all
I
got
had to go
that
for the Blackadder line.
one. Yeah, classic.
Well,
No, a better one is I have 12 candy bars. I eat 7 of them. What do I have?
Stomach ache.
Diabetes.
Indigestion.
Fabulous.
Broken hands, because that was my candy, even if you didn't know it yet.
Mm. I
So,
suppose-
Ardeth, I have a question since we're talking about the ship and stuff.
yes.
Is Ark able to be manually controlled if it came to it?
I
fairly
would say
certain.
so. There is an upper deck, so I haven't really had much time to look over his schematics, but I believe there is a bridge.
Right then, that's good to know. I mean, he's fantastic, but we can't rely on him all the time, especially with Miss Overseer having it out for us and probably wanting to, well, get rid of our greatest advantage.
Do you doubt Ark's abilities? My
No,
friend?
no. But I'm certain of that woman's capacity to want to hurt him and us.
If she tries. Oh boy. That's my friends. And you don't do things to my friends.
I'm terribly sorry. You're talking like the ship is alive.
Are you saying he isn't? I'll fight you.
Wait, what?
I think it may be an idea to take the professor to see.
Well, Professor,
The
if you
control.
would,
Yes,
if
you're
you and your Raven would please follow me.
I go along as well. I wish to see my boy.
And
Well-
we're making our way to the control room.
You'll make your way down the corridor to this door here, and enter into Ark's control room.
I'm looking expectantly at the professor.
I'm. It's weird because it's like when the professor himself, his obviously his eyes don't work, but you do see the Raven sort of blink its eyes a couple of times, sort of like rub its eyes with the little feathers and everything, so like shake its head and then look again. I'm sorry, what am I looking at here?
This
I'm
is.
excitedly wiggling so much.
Do you want to explain it to the professor, Captain?
It's Ark!
Well, it is Ark's main control room. It's where the ship itself, where the spirit in the machine resides.
It's what makes Ark.
I see. So what you're saying is there's a sentience behind the construct.
Yes.
As
Yes.
you say that, the familiar form of a male elf appears before you. Slightly translucent, has the same glowing lines on his skin that Ardeth does. But yeah, it's basically a see-through blue four-claimer stood before you.
I try to
No.
go for a tackle hug.
Oh.
Keyword being try.
You
I can't touch him, can I?
Try, but no, you just go straight for him. Captain, bear in mind that I am just an illusion.
You're no illusion. I can't help but try every time.
I am most grateful, Captain.
I just plop myself by his side on the
Professor,
ground. Anymore.
this is Ark. Ark,
Oh,
this is Professor Krathe. He is a new member of the crew.
A pleasure to have you aboard, Professor.
tell me, what are your capabilities? Do you just steer and move around? What is your... I suppose, what was your main function and why were you created?
My original function was to act as a repository for the cultural knowledge of the Four Claimers.
Oh, I say.
However, they decided to also install me in this vessel as a means of keeping me mobile, should it be necessary to move me from the city.
I see, but yes, the information in regards to your people, you have that information, yes? He looks very hungry.
Yes, it is mostly cultural information.
Oh, I would love to learn more about your people.
I would be glad to oblige you, Professor.
One of his functions also is he's the one who creates the illusion of a regular vessel to the outside
yes.
world.
That's very useful. What kind of arcane ability are you using? I didn't realize constructs could use arcane abilities. Krathe looks like he's making mental notes.
It is a form of technology unique to my creators, known as Magi Tech. The use of ethereal energy to produce mechanical effects.
Does any of that make any sense to a character from a medieval time who admittedly does know magic? And considering the sort of research this character has done in the past.
I would roll me an Arcana check.
Okay, straight roll, advantage or disadvantage?
Advantage.
Thank you very much. It's a 13.
Okay. You're not entirely familiar with the concept of Magi technology, but from what you can gather, it's pretty much the same thing as making a golem. Same principle, basically, just different application.
I mean,
Yes, I'm looking forward to spending some time chatting with you if you don't mind.
I always liken the form of amazing abilities.
Yes.
I liken it to when the first people discovered that
I
they
think
could make
everyone's cut
fire.
out again. I always like him in the form of and then nothing.
I always liken to compare it I always liken to compare it to Gesundheit. Not to that, but to the first people that were able to make fire at will. To everyone who had to wait on lightning, that seemed like magic, but in fact it was technology in a way.
Suppose that's a very, very good way of looking at it, Jeremiah.
Well,
This is Delightful. So would we be able to head on our way now?
Well, that depends on the captain.
Anarchy?
Krathe turns to regard the captain.
We are on very serious missions. We may go.
Where would
We
you wish
appreciate you,
to
Captain.
travel to, Captain?
Jeremiah,
Central?
where are we going?
Central, Captain.
Central!
We shall arrive in roughly 4 hours, Captain.
Thank you, Ark.
Keep us alert of any oncoming vessels that might fly a pirate flag.
Of course.
Don't want anyone to stumble upon us when we least expect them.
Of course, Mr. Jeremiah. I shall be sure to inform you the instant we come across them.
Thank you very much, Ark.
I do a little dance around him because I can't hug him, so of course I dance for him for a little bit, and then I go! And I wave enthusiastically.
Ark smiles and slowly fades back into his basically his standby mode for his avatar.
I will say this, unless anybody actually drags him out of the room, Krathe is going to spend the entire trip just plying Ark with questions about the forerunners and everything.
To save time, when you do that, Ark does project basically the information database for you to browse on
Yeah.
basically like the holographic screens on La Sirena, basically.
Yeah. Don't worry, we're not going to RP that. It's just like, so for future reference, Krathe has at least a loose working knowledge of this race now.
Welcome to the Magic Eye Internet. How can we help you?
I just pictured that scene from The Fifth Element where she's like playing with the internet.
So, what do you want to do during your 4-hour journey?
Squish is going to approach Sammy.
That's fine.
Sammy, hey,
Yes.
you're not busy, are you?
No, not at the moment.
Is it okay if we continue some of our lessons?
Oh, always.
Awesome.
Now, if you'll take out your textbook and turn to page 342.
I immediately regret this decision.
Squish,
Hope
make
you did
me...
your homework.
Actually, Squish and Sammy, make me an intelligence check each.
Intelligence check. You know, with my whopping +1.
And Sammy gets advantage with it, so...
Okay. Good.
No!
I don't suppose Storm could help at all because he also mentioned way back when that he'd help with draconic lessons.
Yeah, you can help and roll an intelligence check as well, which gives
Yeah.
Squish advantage.
Intelligence.
Yeah. Gives you
Oh, come
advantage
on!
from 4 to 5.
Terrible. Terrible teachers.
Okay, the lesson's a little hard going, but with Samael and Storm helping you, Squish is starting to get the gist of it.
I have just an image that half the lesson is Storm and Sammy arguing over grammar.
If you could all make me another check, please.
Cannon. Oh, damn!
As you're going along, it's starting to get a little bit easy for you, Squish. You're still not 100% up on it, but you're starting to get the hang of Draconic.
Oh, okay. So it's R after Gar, except after R.
Exactly.
If you can make me another check, please.
Oh, bless her heart.
You're kind of starting to get a bit tired. You basically been at it for an hour, so you're not quite. Oh, actually, no, you've been at it for, say, I'll just do a quick roll. Out of 4 hours. Yeah, it's been about 2 hours, so you're kind of getting a bit tired.
No, Squishy. It has to come from the back of the throat. It's like, ah, look.
But yeah, you've basically improved your Draconic a little bit.
Jeremiah pops his head in. I thought it was.
Hey, what did you call my mother?
Would we say she now can hold a basic conversation?
Yeah, I would say as put it in Blackadder, you can order coffee, make chit chat with sexy girls, but just don't ask to direct a light off around.
Got the important stuff down then.
Nowhere near fluent, but enough to get by.
We can keep at it.
At least now Squish doesn't have to carry around the book. Hungarian, English, Hungarian.
My hovercraft is full of eels.
eels.
My nipples explode with delight.
Sorry, did I say Hungarian? I mean, Draconic.
Rar to common dictionary.
You know, at some point we'll get through an episode where we don't quote Monty Python.
To be fair, we quoted one of the lesser sketches, so...
True.
You think that makes us less nerdy?
No, it makes it more nerdy, but it means less people notice a reference.
Hello,
There you go.
Richie.
Yes.
When did you get on the ship?
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
I was surprised how
Captain, we have an intruder on board.
Don't tell me.
Intruder window.
I was going to say he's dead by now, so...
That's true. He's captain.
Well,
What's up?
Anyways. Oh, no, my fingers... Look, it's a thing. Let's just move on.
yes.
We're on about...
Just another
References
character.
to other games.
Welcome to References, the show.
Yeah, that's basically what this campaign is at this point.
Welcome to References the show. What can I reference for you today?
It's, like I say, it's been about 2 hours. You're about halfway to Centreville at this point.
Whoa. We're
Midnight needed
halfway.
less than 2, didn't he?
I've spent that entire 2 hours at like the helm, looking dramatic, not moving a muscle.
Yeah, I've
Okay,
got
just
flashbacks to what was the name of that show? Gurren Lagann. Basically, it's
Yeah.
like that's the sort of like mental image I have. Like Anarchy is an anime protagonist.
Yeah.
You're pretty much at this point. Unless I got that wrong.
Yeah. Just be glad it's not Neon Genesis Evangelion and Anarchy is not Shinji.
God, yes.
Yeah, that is. Someone asked to explain NG to me at one point, and I swear I needed like an overhead projector for it.
Sounds
Dude,
about right.
Sarah and I still need to watch the movie for it so that it will make more sense. We finished the anime and we both just went, "What? What?"
Ooh, more map has revealed itself.
Yep. Anarchy is in the bridge, just there. Say Professor Carr, if you're in I'd say that everyone's kind of clustered in the dining area.
Yes.
By the way, I was looking at I was leveling myself up to level 7 like we were supposed to, and I was looking, I have a passive insight. I didn't know a passive insight was a thing. It's 19.
What the fuck
Oh,
is
wow.
with this stat block?
How?
I don't know!
This little girl is terrifying. She has like plus 10,
Well, yeah.
plus 9s.
Just I have no idea where the passive insight is. I can only see passive wisdom on the character sheet. So,
Yeah, it's on D&D Beyond.
late. Good to say.
We also have a passive intelligence.
Investigation check? Yeah, that's a 13. I don't care about that. Why can I tell what everybody's feeling at a glance?
Well,
Pretty
it's
much.
more passive aggressive.
What happened when Anarchy's character sheet was made? Like, what dark pacts were made for this kind of stupid, like, stat up?
Anarchy had bad parents.
Bad
Yeah.
parents equals good stats. Gotcha.
Hey,
Yeah, it's my anime protagonist backstory.
considering Salazar's history, his parentage of the stat rolls he got before I nerfed him.
Yeah. That's the reason, though.
Anarchy had to know when to get out of the way when the parents were in a bad mood.
I honestly can't remember if I rolled or used standard array for Squish. I think I used standard array.
Yeah, I used standard array for mine.
I never bothered with standard array because most of the time my lucky spotted dice always give me good rolls. Except for one character the other day where I rolled a 7.
Yeah,
That I was crooked.
But all of the stuff that I've done in the past is standard array. I just think it's more balanced personally. But there's no right or wrong way.
Nah, it's not right wrong way. I prefer to leave it in the hands of Aaron Jesus.
I mean, some people go for basically point buy.
I like being ungodly good in one stat and then have a dump stat.
Yeah.
To be
I bet
have a character.
that is still a +5, though.
I have a character who's a pacifist and he's the nicest guy. He has the lowest charisma stat ever. So he's super nice, but I make up for that by making people super uncomfortable by like constantly holding their hands or touching them or asking about things people shouldn't ask about.
Oh. We're gonna have to introduce you to Alia at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, to be fair, for most of my current characters on Dungeon Master's Vault, I just click the random roll again and again and again until I get fairly good stats.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
I do that too.
Oh my gosh. Like, my dude, he's such a pacifist. He got shot by an arrow by someone, and like, they weren't trying to hurt him. They went, oh my gosh, and he apologized for being in the way of their shot. It was great. I love those characters that just can be manipulated because it's fantastic to see what people do with them.
Shall we continue?
I believe we were playing D&D at some point.
Yeah, possibly.
Makes its way towards Centreal. It's about
Oh god damn it, Storm's whispers are still coming through on Specky.
See, now we know.
It has to be something with your character sheet or your character token.
Let's see.
well, that's just it. It shouldn't be. It's not set any differently to everyone else's. That's the thing.
I mean, I can just do a GM whisper for now as a test.
Nope.
Check. Yep. No, it says editing control by Kubar in players' journals. Kubar. So yeah.
It might be.
Kubar.
I think I know what it is. Jeremiah, whisper me.
Oh, you want me to whisper you? Okay.
Because
All right.
Specky and I share a character sheet. So if you whisper to me, it'll pop up on Specky.
Ah! There we go.
probably
Mystery
why.
solved.
Right, we can. Because I'll just quickly knock together a sheet for Specky.
Hmm.
So 1 second.
Well, while we're just doing that, so it's not derailing anything, I will say that when I first made Ez ages ago, I didn't really realize how best to balance her because she's like a multiclassed into Mystic and everything. So she might be the most broken, overpowered
Yeah.
I have ever played, and it kind of works character-wise, but I do genuinely feel guilty about it sometimes.
It could be. It could be worse. Ez. It could be worse. You could be killing everyone.
Yep.
I mean, you have absolutely no idea what she's got planned. No, you all know she's the good guy.
She has become a good guy.
Yeah. Oh,
So, it's getting to about 8 o'clock in the evening before you sail through into Central Harbour. Where would you like to moor?
Well, probably somewhere where we usually moor.
Okay, you...
Though the decision, as always, is with a captain. Captain, where do you wish for us to moor?
I want us to park. We have an old person with us. We shouldn't park too far away.
Please tell me that, well, Krathe is technically still in the, as far as I'm aware, the quote-unquote
Control room.
Control room, chatting away and, like, reading.
Pretty sure it's up to the harbour master where we park.
Yep.
I shout, if I can, I shout to the harbor master, we have an old person with us.
Hey,
Yes,
what?
a disabled sticker.
And like I like jangle my arms if they can see me. I jangle my arms and go, he has bad bones.
He also has bad eye. He also has bad eyesight.
Just roll out the wheelchair ramp as you get
Yeah, he just basically points you to the same mooring spot you were at when you last here.
Great, so we're again over there. Bring a comfy chair!
Technically, the professor has no eyesight. That would be the bird.
Hence why I said, but he can see, so that's...
Yeah, Krathe completely blind. How have you... Oh my gosh.
That's anarchy.
Yes, I love it.
Huh!
Yes, he sees through his, like, familiar, the bird, the raven. And hears, too.
If I wave at the bird, he could see me waving at him. I'll be
Yes.
sure to dance for the bird. Speaking of,
Did you just say
Anarchy,
I'll be sure
remember
to aim
word.
for the bird?
wait, what's up?
Did you just say I'll be sure to aim for the bird?
Dance for the bird.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I will aim at the bird, and I will kill the bird so he can't see.
Anarchy remembers Holly's words about seeing us sometimes in like whatever realm she's in. So I look off into like around me into the nothing, and I do the dance for Holly if she's watching us.
Aw.
Well,
You can't say for certain, but you're pretty sure she can.
I do it anyways. It's the spirit of the thing.
yeah.
As you pull up to the moor, you can already see activity going on. It's usually quiet at this time, but yeah, there's definitely a rush coming from the forecastle. The after castle.
Great. Looks like there's a lot of hustle and bustle over there. And not necessarily the good kind.
It's about 5 minutes for them to arrive, but you can just see Hargreaves stood on the dockside with about half a dozen marines, kind of panting for breath.
Ah, that'll be your escort, Lady Elizabeth.
Oh, yes, I suppose so.
They're feeling mighty protective.
Yes.
Why are they out of breath? Were they running?
They
Yeah,
ran over
pelted-
here.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they pelted it but to meet you, basically.
Squish is totally paying attention.
He needs to exercise.
Welcome back. Oh, God. Lady Elizabeth.
I say, are you alright?
Yes, I'm sorry. Who are you exactly?
A quick question: is this the guy who was in charge of the Admiralty office way back when Holly was with us?
Oh no, we got him killed.
No.
Good.
He's currently in the cell.
Yeah, he's
He's due to be executed.
Is this the guy I almost choked out?
No. No.
No, that's the guy behind him.
That was my boss.
Speaking of Lord Lanchester, I think it's time we should all make our way over to the after castle.
Mm-hmm. Full speed ahead.
You're led down the docks, this time at a much more relaxed, sedate pace, and find yourself in the after castle. Okay.
Jeremiah nods to the young officer serving the desk at the front desk.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna just take you straight up to Lord Lanchester's apartment. So, best behaviour.
Oh. He had to deal with someone dropping on him a few days earlier, so I think we will be fine.
I certainly hope so.
It's hard to believe it hasn't even been a 10-day yet.
You're all taken up to the very top of the castle.
Ooh.
Straight into Lord Lanchester's rooms. You just see Elizabeth charge straight towards him and just hug him. Oh, thank God you're alright, Elizabeth. A couple of seconds later, you see Victor come in as well, and she does same again. She just glomps him.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Well,
adorable.
I think we can say that was a success.
Indeed it was, and, well, I guess I all owe you some compensation for this.
That would be really nice, yeah.
We wouldn't say no.
Oh, it's kind of... I don't know what to say. I mean, you saved my daughter's life, so... Well, it's not really a big enough reward to give you, but... 2,000 gold pieces?
Anarchy nearly bites their tongue off.
Composure, Captain, composure.
Yes. As captain, I insist on payment for my crew. Yes, I am official, and I didn't almost choke.
Oh, of course. You watch as he kind of walks over to this chest on his desk, pulls out a couple of large bags of coinage, hands them over. Just so you know, Hargreaves, let it be known across the board that this crew are fully welcome in any Admiralty facility. I'll make sure to see to that immediately, my lord.
That's most kind of you, sir. Thank you very much.
We're allowed into the officers' casino now.
Oh, no, I don't think we've got a casino, but yeah, if you ever need any help from the Admiralty, just let them know.
Sir, I'm joking. After all, we all know that the mess hall is the casino.
What can I say? Can't thank you all enough. But yes, it's getting a bit late. Have you got lodgings for the night?
Not at the moment, no.
I mean, I'm sure we can find the room at the Admiralty Inn, like last time. It's no biggie.
I can sleep on the ground.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Just when you ever let Beryl know what's happened, tell her I'm paying for the room for the night.
Will do, sir. Will do.
It's the very, very least I can do.
It is most appreciated, sir.
Yeah. Like I said, I really can't thank all of you enough.
It's our pleasure. Family is very important, and it was a genuine pleasure to help the young lady out. I'm kind of new to the group. I'm sorry. I just wanted to confirm we have actually addressed the individual responsible for this, haven't we?
The individual responsible for the exchange has been dealt with. Yes.
Ah, very good, very good.
I
As I say, I
understand
came to this.
Yes.
Which is good, because he was an asshole. He hurt Midnight.
Yes, he's been forced back into service with his previous employer, if I'm not completely misunderstood, and that employer is keeping him under lock and key.
Well, I won't ask what you did to him, but that's more for Victor to let me know when he's ready. But yeah, like I say, thank you all for what you've done.
Well, he's been reduced to a little puddle by forces beyond our ability.
Again, I won't pry.
Come now, guys. We've taken enough of the Lord and his lady and his daughter's time.
I'm fairly certain there is much that they want to talk about.
Yes.
Especially since she just remembers Chalza had been there and picked up a few local intricacies, maybe.
Well, for one thing, we've got to get his wedding sorted, so...
Yes, that as well. So, if you would excuse us, we will make our way to the Admiralty Inn.
At the door.
Yes, we should be going. They need family time.
Okay. Hargreaves kind of starts guiding you, nudging you back down the stairs. Well, that's like I say, I'm grateful to you all for sorting that out for us.
Well, if I might be so bold, I would like to make a request for Mr. Stop upon the Sea to continue accompanying us for the foreseeable future, if that is possible.
Well, you did say that this whole shebang was being caused by one Lord Haramont?
Yes, of Holborn.
Right, well, like I say, he sounds like... What we have on file, he's quite dangerous, so it would be in the best interest to keep an Admiralty investigator with you.
Mm-hmm. It would be my pleasure.
Storm is a very exceptional officer.
I've always just done my best, sir.
Yeah, and he's good in a fight, too.
Stop it, you're all gonna make me blush.
Trust me, he knows how to handle himself.
He is the softest of the crew.
Oh, fuck.
Soft as silk, sharp as steel.
Yes.
Float like a butterfly.
All I'll say is I'd watch your coinage while you're in Centrio at the moment.
Oh. Sarah.
Yes, he actually is... I'd like anyone who's watching to roll me an insight check, please.
I would love to do that, yes.
Yes.
Wow. Having a good night for rolls.
I'm gonna see this man's darkest secret.
Anarchy and Sammy, you all notice he's looking at Squish as he says this. And Squish, you've definitely noticed this.
Sammy looks over at Squish and then back.
Warning me.
I'd like you to roll me another inside check, please.
Just Squish this time?
Yeah, just Squish.
What she's doing.
It's not a warning, more like he's hinting at something.
Sammy's going to look at him, look at Squish, and then back at him and ask, "Are you having problems with goblins?"
Oh, no, nothing like that. But I noticed your companion has quite a lot of gold on her.
Oh.
And you have just come back from Chalza, so there's always a chance for false coinage to slip in.
I will keep the sharpest eye on our belongings. As captain, it is my duty.
Did he just warn us that we might have been paid in counterfeit
Yeah.
gold?
Yeah, I was
I'm
going to ask, could I
get
insight
to that.
that?
Squish, you realise he is definitely giving you a hint.
Huh. Squish is just kind of like open up the pouch and just pull out one of the coins she got from Repente and examine it.
Roll me an investigation check.
Now she rolls well.
Yep.
Yeah, it's genuine coin. As far as you can tell, pretty much all of it's genuine.
Sammy's gonna actually take out one of the coins and hand it to the guard. Like, can you tell us if this is real or counterfeit?
Hargreaves examines it, flips over quickly, just goes, "Well, it seems to be genuine, but you can never be too careful when you get close to the pirates."
Oh my god, I knew it. He's referencing that coin from you.
Coin. Mm-hmm.
Referencing your coin, what?
The courtier's coin
The
that Squish
courtier's
has.
coin.
That's what he's alluding to.
I have no idea what you're talking about, sir.
He he knows it.
Yeah, I'm playing dumb.
I know you are.
Like I said, it's just then, just in case. I mean, like I say, Chelsea is close to where the pirates seem to congregate. So, like I say, just keep an eye out for you.
Thanks for the warning.
Also, be careful. If you're going out again, as a little sailor's trick, drop a coin into some water. Get like a glass of water or something, and just drop a coin in. An old seagoing tradition.
That sounds a little unusual.
Let's just see. It's out.
We sailors have a lot of strange little rituals. We do it for good luck usually, or to avert troubles.
And sometimes
feel
the
better.
murky water disguises what is inside.
Question for the DM. As someone who
Yes?
actually was living on the coast for basically most of their life, is this like a reference to him? You should be giving us money, or is this like a hustle or something? Is this something that I've actually heard of?
You've heard of the tradition. It is
Okay.
it's not well practiced, but some captains tend to be a little more superstitious than others.
Yeah, Krathe will basically, pass that information along in a very rambling, say, oh, and on one particular continent, they do, all the different variations. Dusty college professor talk.
Thank you, Professor Hastings.
It's Krathe.
It's the player talking, not the character. If it were the character, you would have noticed.
I noticed nothing. Never assume I notice anything.
No, but seriously, thank you, Professor. Very insightful.
Shall we? We're getting lodgings somewhere?
Yep, at the
Yeah.
Anarchy Inn.
Lead the way. I'd love to see this place. So quite again, I'm going to be asking this a lot. Isn't the location where we started the campaign? Is this a different location?
No, this is a different island. That was... I can't remember the name of it now. St. Wayland was the island was called Wayland, the city was St. Wayland, and Galraid was where you left Krathe.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes. Welcome to Central.
Yes,
Professor.
they kind of scramble the old brain a little. But yes, lead on.
Like his lordship said, just tell Beryl that your room and drinks for the night are on us, and you'll sort it out in the morning.
Will do, Admiral.
Well, Professor, as I said, welcome to Central.
It looks lovely. Again, it's like Krathe is looking, quote unquote, he's facing Jeremiah, but the bird is looking all around in different angles. What's the architecture like?
I would say it's pretty nice. It's not hugely expensive, but you can definitely tell this is the capital of the area. But
More stone than wood.
yes, a lot of stone around.
I mean, we're near the sea. Wood rots away.
Yeah, buildings are basically made of cobblestone rather than carved exquisite masonry.
What time is it, by the way, Seph? It must be pretty late now.
It's about 9 p.m.
Okay. No time
That's-
to,
Are you making your way to the Admiralty Inn?
at this time of night? Yes, I believe we are.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
fairly
as
certain
you'll
that
get
Miss
close-
Fortune has already started to
Yeah, you
get
can
away.
already hear her singing.
Well, she's been awake.
I'd rather be burned as a witch than never be burned at all.
Not gonna lie, I actually kind of missed it.
As you make your way in, you can see Miss Fortune has basically fallen off the table she was stood on. She's kind of back in the booth, sort of
Yeah.
under the table. Oh, that bloody cat.
She's gonna feel that in the morning.
Will she, though? Will she?
Well, no. I don't think there's any shred of hesitation about this left in her body at this time.
Do you think she'll tell my fortune again? Do you think she's getting tired of it?
I mean, you can afford asking her. I mean, it's not like she's going to object to a gold coin.
I might join you on that, Anarchy. Of all the years I've lived here, I've not had my fortune told by, well, misfortune once. I'm curious at this point, especially after everything we've just been through, and what lies ahead.
Well, Squish, you gonna give him both a gold coin if you'd be so kind?
Yes.
Oh, I got plenty, don't you worry.
Sure, I will give you out a gold coin each. Am I putting the 2,000 we got from the Admiralty in here?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay, we were like 4 grand in there.
I hope you keep the important coin separate from the money.
Yeah.
That reminds me,
see,
we need a
Squish
glass
kinda-
of water.
You see Squish kind of like pats her chest.
All right. I'm gonna let Beryl know that Bolton drinks are on the Admiralty. And Jeremiah just does that. And we can focus on the fortune telling.
Yeah, she.
I was going to say, I'm so sorry. Were you discussing all this out loud while Krathe was there?
The fortune telling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fortune
And-
telling, you say?
Yes.
Yes, that's indeed literally true.
I don't suppose I could. Oops, sorry. You all cut out there for a second.
So did you,
So
man.
did you?
Yeah, there we go. Okay. No, he's basically Krathe just like asking for directions to this fortune teller. He looks very interested.
She tells me what to eat and what my lucky number / color is. She's very nice and she sings real funny and it makes me laugh.
Yes, that's her in the booth over there, kind of like sprawled out and in total agony.
Well, it sounds like she's enjoying herself still.
Well, that's just misfortune for you. Right back up on her feet.
And would you say competent or just for show?
Oh, she's competent.
Just at this point, Beryl sorted out you all around the drinks and the cup of water you requested.
Ah, you heard that?
Yeah.
Good. So Squish, Storm says as he's like tracing his finger around the rim of the glass. What did you think of what the Admiral said about dropping a coin in water?
Seems like a waste of money.
Well, might not be. I mean, we have a cup right here, a glass. You can just drop a coin in there, and if it turns out to be a bunch of hoo-ha, you can give it right back out.
Squish kind of narrows her eyes at him, slowly pulls out a copper piece, and just drops it in the glass.
It does nothing.
That's not the kind of coin it needs.
Well, okay.
It needs a coin imbued with love. I take a coin that Miss Missy gave me, I kiss it, and then I put it into the cup.
It does nothing.
You know what? Let's do it with the highest denomination that we have. And Jeremiah takes a gold coin and puts it into the water.
It does nothing.
Well, at least the money's not lost.
No, so why don't you all get your gold and your copper back?
He did say before we set sail, so maybe it's too early.
Yeah, maybe it is.
Or you're choosing the wrong coins.
I put a coin with love in it.
I get what you mean.
Yes, the Admiral was rather coy, but pretty easy to figure out what kind of coin he was referring to.
A rather special coin.
A coin close to pirates.
A coin close to the chests of someone.
You see Squish just suddenly puts her hand on the little bandages and like pulls it out, completely indecently, and starts rummaging around and pulling out the coin. Just pauses and looks around everyone and then drops the courtier's coin in the water.
You notice a very soft glow.
That's weird.
I feel a change in the winds.
Why is it doing that?
Why indeed?
The raven hops onto the bar stool and basically it doesn't put its head in the water, but the raven has its beak right up to the glass and it's looking very intently. Would this be an Arcana check? Have I seen anything like this before?
Squish is...
Yeah, roll me an Arcana check.
Squish is also going to quickly check that no one's watching.
You're very familiar with invisible writing being revealed by water.
Well, that's interesting.
I'm gonna also keep a really close eye out on our surroundings so that people don't look in or listen in.
If anybody comes within 60 feet of us, 30 feet, Krathe is going to warn the group.
And just in case, I'll have Bolt do his bolty thing.
Okay.
So, this mean anything to you, Professor? Being a learned man and all?
This does seem to be something to do with the revealing of hidden writing. By the way, is this writing on the coin itself?
You can't tell because no one's taken the coin out of the cup.
Oh.
Well, my bird... No, let's be fair. My bird is literally right up against the cup. I'm literally looking at the coin.
Is it a clear cup?
No, it's like a
I
wooden tank.
I didn't think it was a glass. I'm so sorry. I just had in my head a
wooden
pint
tankard.
glass. Okay,
We're
in
not
that
at
case.
the Admiralty itself right now.
Well, yeah, I'd say Lillian can see that the glowing is coming from the edge of the coin.
You might want to fish that coin out carefully and give it a look, my dear.
Squish, it's your coin, so
The knob on the wizard's office.
Squishy is going to do that. He's going to carefully fish out the coin.
Okay. As you do so, you see on the edge of the coin runes glowing softly with a very pale aqua-coloured light. And you give me just 1 second. As you read along the edge, you notice an inscription stating, "By Pella or Sehanine, the way is shown to the court marine."
Okay. So now we have, a compass. Not a compass, but a compass.
By Pera or Sahim, the way is shown to the court marine.
Well, Sehanine,
It's the moon.
isn't that the moon goddess of the elves?
That's about it, yes. Related to
I wonder.
You also notice that as well as the inscription, there's now what appears to be a seam on the edge of the coin as well.
Alright, who's got thieves' tools?
Well, that's a very good question.
Squishy
All
has
you
these
need
tools.
to do is unscrew it, probably.
Squishy is going to pull out one of her lockpicks and poke at the edge to see if she can get it open.
Okay, roll me a check for your thieves' tools, please.
Sure. What is that, sleight of hand?
I think it's sleight of hand plus your proficiency bonus plus your thieves' tool bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is my proficiency bonus because it's not added on here?
Yeah, at this level, it's going to be 3. We are all at +3 proficiency.
There.
Okay, so that's 17 plus 3.
So that's my dex
20.
mod plus 3, so yeah. It's 20.
Yeah. You're able to basically pop it open pretty easy. You can tell that it was designed to come apart. And as it does so, the side with the shell and little gem is the part that pops free. Revealing the gem is basically like a lens.
Oh, that's interesting.
Let me guess. So either sunlight or the light of the moon would show the path.
when viewed through this lens.
Squish is gonna first have a look around to make sure no one's paying attention to the group, and then she's gonna try and like hold the lens up to peer through it like a weird monocle.
Okay. As you do that, you're able to see a map of an island, and you see a little point indicated. And I don't have the map to hand right now, but yes, Squish, you'd be able to point out on the map exactly whereabouts this little area is.
I think it's meant
No,
for projection, though.
I was thinking
I
that.
can't remember if this is a thing, but there was a map of the islands on the Ark, wasn't there? Or did I
Yes.
imagine?
Yes, there is a map of the islands on Ark.
Okay then. I think I know where it is.
So it was a map after all. Excellent.
Squish is going to take a moment to memorize the marking.
Well, if all fails, so you can see something through when you look through that that blue thing.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I know this is going to sound strange, but if we put it up on when we have a light source nearby, we could probably just put an image of what is inscribed in this blue thing onto a table or heck even a map.
Right, just to clarify, the map is actually engraved on the lens, and me holding it up to my eye, I can actually see the marking. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Just go. Hey, that's okay. I know where it is. I can point it out on a map.
All right, I'm just saying you don't have to strain your eyes.
I'll show you when we get back to the Ark.
It's your
All
call.
right.
If that's how if that's how you want to do it, we'll do it that way.
If you insist on it, I was just trying to make it easier for you, not. I wasn't trying to.
Forgive me as well. Where exactly is this leading us to?
Where your illithids are.
Oh my gosh! Again, I can see you talking, and Discord is.
Fucking Discord!
Where your illithids are, is what he was saying.
Hear me?
We can
Yes, we can hear you, but you can't.
I can hear you.
I can hear you. I can
I
talk.
can
There we go.
hear you.
Okay,
Hi.
good.
I'm
Can you
Sparkus.
hear
I can hear you. I can hear you. Okay, so the question: Krathe has no idea what this map is about. He's just curious what's going on.
It's where your illithids are, Professor.
I see. Right.
It also points us to a few people who might be of help.
Yes.
Isn't that right?
Why do you
Squish?
sound accusing about that?
Well, no. I'm just. Look, I'm just trying to be a little bit less obvious. And yes, Jeremiah's trying to be a little bit quieter, so that's going to be a stealth.
I believe Jeremiah
Also,
is trying to...
Question for the DM: Are we're not on the main bar where most people are coming and going. We're in a corner table. Yeah.
It's it. You're actually in a booth not far from Misfortune, so she's basically distracting everyone.
there you go.
Can you hear the people sing? Oh, wait. How did we end up in Limia's?
So yes, what this is the location where the illithids are supposed to be hanging out. So is this like a pirate thing or something?
It's the hub of pirates. The center of the Coast Court.
And this particular coin, this is sort of a badge of entry for captains or people of a special rank or something, I'm assuming?
That's about the gist of it.
Ah, that's very ingenious.
Friends
Well
and
done,
family
Squish.
and stuff. Well,
Well, my sister gave it to me.
I may
Yeah,
not
no,
be
you
the
bet.
captain, but my crew, they know, they help, they are my friends.
yes, but Anarchy, you wanted to talk to our senior friend booth over.
And the sound is gone.
Hello, can you hear us, Professor Carr? If you can't hear us, please say yes, I can't hear you.
Professor, can you hear me?
I think Dennis can't hear. I think Dennis is currently waiting on us.
Mm-hmm.
But
I hear. I hear you now. But yeah, all I was just saying was like, Krathe was like, and it's like, oh yes, we're absolutely your friends, Captain.
Yeah.
Oh. My crew supports me.
Of course.
Absolutely.
But back to
So,
pirating,
where to now?
but
Well,
also back to misfortune.
Yes, I believe at least 3 of us are interested in fortunes.
to be honest, I'm interested as well right now.
Make that 4.
And anything that can help me out is certainly something I'm after.
Okay, does everyone...
Well, I will tell you this right now, children. I don't think I'll be able to hear this freaking fortune because everyone keeps cutting out.
Oh my god!
God, yeah.
Yeah, I'm back. This is on my
I
side.
just
You know
thought-
what? This is on my side. Krathe is going to use the little old man's room for a minute or two while I try and fix Discord. So you all do your thing, and I'll be back shortly. Love you all.
Love you too, man.
Alright.
Oh, dear.
Ah.
Dennis is off to beat the shit out of Discord.
Or his audio equipment.
So, fortune time!
I go full like does Miss Fortune look like she's in a place where she won't fall over?
Yeah,
I-
she's propped herself up.
Cool. I go for that hug.
Well, this is my little friend Anarchy. It's been only a few days, child.
It's always good to see you though.
It felt like a lot of weeks, to be honest.
Believe me, it's always a pleasure to see such marvelous customers.
Yes. And I am all ready for another fortune. I've been following your instructions very closely because it is very important to me, and you are very good at your job.
I'm glad to hear it. So, how can I help you all this time?
Well, I think... Yes, Sammy, you first, please.
I was gonna say, for shits and giggles, why don't you tell me my fortune? And he pulls out a gold coin and gives it to her.
And how would you like the reading to be made?
Cast the dragon bones.
Alright. You watch as she kind of reaches into one of the belt pouches and pulls them out. She kind of does a little bit of a show shaking them and then just casts them. Interesting. The tribe of the goat people. That is where you will find the Golden King. The one you've been seeking.
Should I say again, Seph?
That is where you will find the Gold King. The one you've been seeking. Hello. Can you hear me?
You can
Yo.
hear me.
No, I was saying repeat because I interrupted you.
Alright. Your lucky number is 22.
Thank you.
She quickly scoops the bones back and puts them back in the pouch.
I'm wiggling. It's my turn. I'm wiggling.
Okay. And how would you like your fortune told, Anarchy?
The tea drink splotchy method.
Tassiomancy.
You kind of watch as she kind
That's actually what it's called.
of...
Reading by tea leaves or or coffee grounds. That's called
Yeah.
tasseography or tasseomancy.
And I said Gesundheit. Continue.
Yes.
No, she kind of looks to... She kind of has a pot of tea ready for this. She pours it, asks you to take a drink from it.
I take a swig and cringe at the earthy flavor.
She downs the rest of it. There's a little bit left in the bottom as she swirls around a little without looking. There's a little plate she just dumps the leaves onto. Well, this is very interesting. The King of the Oceans awaits you. His court is anticipating your arrival. Slinker, the Inca, and the Thinker. Storm, are you watching this by chance? Any chance?
I am, yes.
Roll me a history check.
Yep, will do. History, where are you? 20.
20. Let's have a quick goosey. Yeah, as soon as you see the tea leaf shape, you recognize this symbol as the one that was tattooed on Salt's crew.
That's interesting.
Now, my dear, your lucky colour is heliotrope.
Heliotrope. And what should I eat for lunch?
I would probably go for pasta.
Pasta. Okay, thank you! And I give her a little hug again.
She happily accepts the hug.
You know, Anarchy. The symbol in the tea leaves, just like the tattoo on the shoulders of my dad's crew. Interesting, that.
Very much so. And would you like your fortune telling?
Oh, I very much would. Been 15 years too late? Time to partake of your famous services.
And how would you like the reading to be made?
I'm feeling the team effort myself as well.
Okay, she quickly cleans off the tea leaves, pulls another cup, and swiggles it around a little, and holds it out for you to take a drink.
All right. Storm takes a deep sippy.
As you take the sip, you hand it back to her, she downs the rest of it, swirls it around a little in the bottom, dumps the leaves out onto the plate again. And this time the symbol is similar to the symbol of your father's crew, but there's also another symbol
Ooh.
that seems to be a stylized cat's eye.
Huh.
Very interesting.
You're telling me, I was kind of expecting the same shape as Anarchy, but that one that looks like a cat's eye. That grabs my attention.
Yes, an ancient god long forgotten, except of course by those of our persuasion.
Don't tell me he's going to come out with another bar.
Don't be so silly, my friend. No, this is a symbol of a god worshipped by members of the Cove's court. The Slinker, the Inker, and the Thinker.
Gesundheit.
Tried.
I'm full of sneezes.
I Storm's thinking of the strange dreams he had last night. That sensation of something creeping up his leg, something slimy, something slithering.
I have a feeling that you, my dear friend, are connected to to two of these gods.
Two.
One both by the blood of your father.
Phew, this is a lot to take in.
Your lucky number is 15.
Well, thank you.
Is there anyone else who wishes to avail themselves?
Well, I kind of have the idea that I know where this is going to be headed, but still, I'm going to entertain the thought, and Jeremiah hands over a gold coin.
And your preferred method?
Well, I heard about a practice called Omikuji.
Omikuji.
It uses sticks of grass or wood or something. It uses actually bamboo sticks and uses those to tell the future. Basically, you randomly pull a fortune in the real world.
Yeah, it's a little bit beyond Misfortune's scope. She's not
All
really.
right. I mean,
Sounds a little bit like tarot cards.
no, it's actually a little bit different. But I mean,
it's
if that is out of your scope, I mean, after all, who carries around a bundle of sticks? I would be as well accepting hydromancy.
Hydromancy. Very well.
Yes. After all, we're by the sea, and I have a feeling that travel by sea will come soon.
She
Okay.
fills up the cup with water and asks you drop the coin into the water for her.
Very well, and he drops the gold coin, the pay, in the water.
She smiles, looks at it, purrs softly. You
He
are,
swirls it around a bit.
my friend, you aren't afraid of arachnids, are you?
Depends on their size, to be honest.
Well,
Don't worry, even if he is, I got his back. I'm a slayer of arachnids.
Yes, that you are.
It's, well, let's just say, oh, this is adding up to one particular place I'm familiar with. I would
Kind of have the feeling.
advise, I would advise
For knowledge.
in your journey up the mountain, watch out for the spider goats.
Spider
Spider
goats.
Spider
Yes,
goats.
an unusual breed of goats. It has 8 legs, climbs vertical surfaces quite well, but it is known to drop on people.
Great.
The goat people raise them for beasts of burden.
Well, I heard about drop bears from Australia. I'm fairly certain they're different.
Very much so. I would not worry too much. They're mainly called spider goats because of their abilities to produce web, climb up vertical surfaces, and having 8 legs. That's pretty much where the resemblance ends.
Well, I'm going to keep that in mind.
But yes, I've had some dealings with the tribes in that area. The Larry, the Gary, the Terry.
Jesus Christ.
Hello.
That is their traditional greeting.
Hello! Swear to fuck, if I come across any
Wish
warlock
I
goats.
didn't know you spoke Terry.
Now you know why I said you were going to kill me this week.
Terry is both one of my greatest and most regrettable creations.
And now there's an entire tribe of goatmen.
And now we have killed Terry.
See?
Well, we only killed that god in one of the subdimensions, so...
Technically speaking, Terry is still a regular goat at this point. So,
Right? Yeah, but the Terry are worshipping, obviously, a goat god named Terry.
you don't know that.
Well, the
Technically-
player claimed that.
Technically, Terry is a dwarf paladin at this
Oh.
moment in time.
Is he a goat or a dwarf? What is happening?
He's going to be polymorphed in 3,
Yeah, he's gonna get
2,
goat.
1.
Goat.
Hello!
I'm only joking. No, he is not polymorphed. He is literally just a goat.
Yeah.
I goat that the
Anyways,
next society they should
you're
go
lucky.
to before me.
Your lucky color is sapphire.
Ooh, sapphire. That's a very lovely color. Thank you very much, Miss Fortune.
I have one more question.
Of course, my dear.
What color is heliotrope?
Yeah,
I believe
I
it's a
think
type
it's
of
kind
blue.
of purple.
Purple. Got it. Is it darker or lighter than the purple?
It's a purpley blue. Yeah, it's like a purpley, like a lavenderish colour.
Okay. I'll be on the lookout.
Yeah, it's a pink-purple tint. I mean, there's also a heliotrope grey, so...
Well, I'm glad I could be of assistance again, my friend.
Actually, hello. I'm sorry. I've been at the back just listening in. I'm curious if you wouldn't mind trying your luck with me, my dear.
He has an old man bladder.
Of course, if you could tell me what method would you like me to use, my friend?
You are the expert. I leave it to your best judgment. I'm very curious to see a master at work.
She cracks her knuckles and takes out her tarot cards, shuffles them, and places them down before you.
Yeah,
Please, my
Krathe
friend,
basically sits down. Lillian's just on his shoulder, just glaring daggers at Misfortune. And he just gives her the most sinister smile he can.
Please, my friend, choose 3 cards.
Certainly. The bird hops down and plucks at 3 cards from the deck.
Okay. Misfortune arranges them and starts to turn the cards.
Does
The
that
devil. I sense you have had dealings with a fiend of late. Or one who has fiendish blood.
There was basically I believe it was Asmodeus, Lord of the Nine Hells, but it could have been another fiend, I suppose. There was a chain devil.
Indeed. She turns the second card. The Empress. You've also had dealings with a very influential lady indeed.
I mean, who hasn't in this area?
And as she reaches to the last card, she turns it over, revealing a tower. Ah, yes, the one you saw is in a land where a tower reigns over all. Death awaits at the Raven's Perch. But she will live, and she will be found by the Master's love.
Okay, question for the DM. She will be found by the Master's love?
Yep.
Okay, I get it.
There's a lot of possibilities how to read that.
Would that mean anything to Krathe? Obviously, she's talking about Anzilu in a land of death. Is there anything else that Krathe would glean from that?
It's up to you, really. Would he be at all familiar with Ravenloft?
He's a learned dude, and he has studied a couple of things, but
Roll me a history check.
sure.
With disadvantage.
That is reasonable. History with disadvantage. Oh, I'm trying to find my character sheet, and I just realised I closed all my windows. You just give me 2 seconds, because I had to restart my computer, because Discord is a piece of shit. Do.
The question is it Discord or might it be voice mod that's a piece of shit?
I mean, that's a fair question. Okay, history with disadvantage. Absolutely. And... okay.
You've heard tales and legends of a demiplane of darkness ruled over by an ancient nobleman. You know of the name Ravenloft, but beyond that, you're not that familiar with this place. Only that people who enter never come out.
Of course, if they never leave, who is there to tell the stories?
Well, people in colourful clothes.
That's a...
That would be the player telling the player.
Yep. Incidentally, my dear friend, your lucky number is 24.
Any particular colour I should be keeping an eye out for?
I would probably go with crimson.
I'll keep
Not
that
a
in
red
mind.
colour.
He stands up and leaves.
Color of blood, to be precise.
Oh. Sounds
I
like
sense that the future I have seen involves a lot of blood.
Yes, and a half-elf in the future, in the far future.
Yes, an idiot who shoots people in the back.
I,
Come on,
I
you
don't,
do really just have to go for it.
I don't do that intentionally.
Okay, Karth's got what he wants. He's, I don't really have sending today because I actually dropped it, but, okay.
To be fair,
Roll me an Arcana check, please, Professor.
An Arcana check, absolutely, yeah. Sure. Why can I not find you? There you go. Regular roll or disadvantage?
I would say regular.
Okay, that's a 16.
Yeah, you, having seen the way this woman works, you can tell she is a genuine fortune teller. And also, she possesses a very rare power indeed. She is a mystic.
Oh.
the
Interesting.
police is coming for her.
Yeah.
Well, it's no longer a legal build, so...
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Well, I can't do it right now. Do we have any way of getting in touch with the mistress from here? By the way, I'm not going to flat out say that out loud. I'm going to, sort of whisper that to Anarchy.
Would we?
Don't think so.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if she figures out how to contact us.
Not to worry, I can take care of that tomorrow. It's something in my skill set. It's just not something I prepared today. A little old man nap, and I'll be able to be in touch with her.
I need a young person nap.
Naps are awesome.
Well, to be
They are
fair,
pretty
the Admiral did say, well, his lordship did pay for us for the night, so might as well take advantage of it.
Yes, unless we want to... Oh god, she's starting again.
No.
Oh, for a night, for my night, oh, for a night, for my night, oh.
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
My
Oh, God.
night.
Really? You make a Frankie Howard reference in this day and age?
Eartha Kitt reference.
I don't know
And it
who
was in
that is.
Don't worry, we won't explain later.
It's basically a song by a particular singer from a film starring a certain actor.
That cleared it up. Anyway.
Well, that's the reference police now coming for you.
Jesus God! Has no one realised yet that Miss Fortune is basically Eartha Kitt?
Yeah, I got it.
I mean, could be worse. She could be singing things by Frank Sidebottom.
Anyway,
That is
yeah.
a bloody reference.
Pardon?
That is a bloody reference.
That is a reference. Yes.
I think the uncle said he used to work with him at some point.
Well,
so apologies. Yeah, just
Yeah, sorry.
back on track. Krathe is going to look around to the rest of the group. Jesus wept. Excuse me.
Almighty.
I'm sorry. It seems that our Professor Karth has been taken over by the RP police.
Okay, so the long and the short of it is he's going to head. He's thinking of heading back to the boat, but if there is a particular place that we have a place to crash,
Yeah, you have
head
beds.
there.
You got rooms upstairs in the inn.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in the building. Excellent.
Yeah.
Yes, we have the
Is he
chance
sharing
to
with anyone, or is it all individual rooms?
It's double rooms, so two people per room.
Well, since we're no longer with Ardeth, who would like to double up? Sally?
Ardeth's there.
Oh,
Ardeth usually goes with Squish.
Yeah. I thought she was basically bedridden for a bit because of the spell that she did.
Nah,
Oh, no.
she managed to sort of move, just very slow.
Kind of like Karth. Old man syndrome.
Well, there you go. Oh.
Excuse me 1 second.
Not a problem. But yeah, if anyone wants to double up with Krathe, he's going to be just in the bedroom. He's just going to sit cross-legged and kind of zone out for the night. So he can he can readjust his spells, and I can see people are talking again. God damn it!
Well, none of us were talking actually.
Oh, there we go. Oh, phew. Okay. But yeah, he's going to go up to his room, and he's going to basically just like shut down so he can send a message to the mistress in the morning, unless anyone needs him before he does that.
Sorry about that. You know how you sometimes get those events that happen on a stream? My door just opened by itself.
Oh shit!
Yeah. We'll worry about it.
Is in the room with you.
Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
Gujon John's ghost tale. Even the toast is a ghost, and your daddy is in the toast.
I mean, even spooks want to play D&D, so you know, cool.
Yeah. So where are we up to?
Krathe is heading off to bed, but so he's basically going to do his cross-legged meditation thing and wait until the next day so he can send a message to the mistress.
Sammy, do you want to room with me, or do I room with Storm, or do I room with the Professor?
Well, I'm staying up for a while. I'll probably be the last to bed. I've got a conversation with someone.
I'll room with Karth tonight.
All right.
I think me, Squish, and Anarchy can share.
Well, stop. I think we're going to have another nice night with a round of drinks.
Works for me, my friend.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone wants to do?
So to be clear, Storm is like waiting around till like Miss Fortune's done with her singing, so he could go have a little private chinwag with her again.
Yeah.
But he's not going to be against like Jeremiah leaning and listening on that if he's going to hang around and drink it up with Storm.
Okay. Ardeth kind of makes her way to the room. Squish and Anarchy, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna go take that little nap because Anarchy is a tired baby.
Okay, Squish?
Squish is gonna put Midnight down to sleep and then come back to the bar.
Okay. Ardeth kind of takes up a usual sitting position in the centre of the room, just beneath the window. Anarchy gets one bed. Midnight kind of curls up near where Ardeth is. and
Be
you'll
on your
continue.
best behavior, sweetheart. I'll be up in a little while. Mwah.
Aww.
Midnight kind of curls up happily.
Oh, he's such
Meanwhile,
a good boy.
Miss Fortune has finished singing. She basically yeeted herself back down onto her seat.
Right then, you two. I have to have a little chat with our songstress for a moment. So you're welcome to come with if you like. I trust you both with what I'm about to ask her. It's your call.
Yeah, okay.
Just don't get your fur too wet.
So Storm's gonna head over to Miss Fortune's booth,
Mhm.
and he's gonna slide in there, and he's gonna pull out the nectar of the gods.
And what would that happen to be, my dear?
The finest of brews from the Cat Lord himself.
Ah, you've met Rowan, have you?
Aye, what a character.
Certainly. But why are you showing it to me?
Well, there may be a shot or free in it for you if you just answer one question for me.
Go ahead.
You alluded to a slinker, an inker, and a thinker. And I had a strange dream last night. I was going to kind of write it off because I had a lot of ale and booze and whiskey from Australia the night before, provided by the Cat Lord himself. But yes, a name came up. Aquanox. Does it mean anything to you?
The name itself is not one I'm too familiar with, but describe this dream to me.
Oh. Well, it's a bit fuzzy, but I distinctly remember feeling a sensation crawling up my leg, like something slithering, slimy, like a tendril wrapping around. And I heard something in my ear. I couldn't understand anything, and I know 9 languages. The only word I understood was Aquanox.
Tell me, you seemed to recognize the symbol.
Ah, yes. My father, Salt Upon the Breeze. His crew had a tattoo similar to that on their shoulders.
Did you happen to catch the name of this ship?
Storm didn't. No.
I see. Oh, with this tattoo, did your father happen to have the symbol as well?
Checking the art. Where are you? There you are.
I would say it was would have been hidden under his fur, but yes, he has the symbol as well.
Yes, it was kind of obscured under all that fur of his, but he did have it, yes.
You are familiar with free gods, are you not?
The free gods?
Yes, the pirates have their own interesting religion.
Is Storm familiar with that at all, Seph?
Roll me a history check.
Or a sailor man?
Hmm.
Oh!
Roll me a D100.
I mean,
The worst time!
sorry for me to intrude. Three gods. Guardian of the sea, guardian of the land, guardian of the sky. Some kind of that deal.
Give me a minute. Storm, as you try and think, you just blep.
Nope, sorry. That doesn't ring
Did
a
you,
bell.
You
did you say he blips?
Yes. You are partly correct, my friend. The Slinker, better known as Rowan.
Oh.
He is their god of luck, of fortune, sleight of hand, all that sort of thing.
The the
Step.
trickster god, in a way.
Precisely. It is his purview, after all. The Inca power, the sea, the danger beneath the waves. Tentacle, the great gold eye. Some say he has a thing for cupcakes, but I can't really say for certain. And lastly, the thinker. She who sits in the sky, controlling tide. The Agudo of the far northeast worship a moon goddess named Tsukuyomi. I believe that she became the pirate's interpretation of Sehanin.
Why
Some
does
say
everyone called Seluna by her elven name? Well, by her aspect's name, rather.
well, bear in mind that a lot of the Maelstrom Islanders were elves originally.
Yeah, so, alright, yes, I...
But this is something rather interesting. Tsukuyomi is not just an aspect of Selune. She's an aspect of another god you're intimately involved. Your companion is currently with her.
The Raven Queen.
Ah,
Precisely. These three gods control sea, coast, and sky. So yes, you are quite right in your assumption.
Well, at least sometimes this knocking is good for something else than trying to beat in nails with it.
But yes, it would appear that the Inca wishes to discuss something with you.
well, that's going to be a riveting conversation to be sure.
Well, if you find a common language, that is.
I mean, I know primordial. That should do it.
Well, yeah, but if he speaks undercommon, you might be, as some people say, SOL, I believe. Or if he speaks orc. If he speaks orc, you are probably needing a translator.
Well, if that's the case, I'll be glad to have you there.
Time will tell, but since you will be visiting the pirates, I would not worry too much about that.
Yes, I mean, I actually got that from your readings before you did mine.
You
Well-
know,
Sorry,
I
carry
have
on.
to say, your group has proven quite interesting.
We've gotten that a lot.
Yes, but to a fortune teller especially, you're getting very clear reading.
Yes, it's almost like there is a plot or something.
I'm not sure if that's a good
Some-
thing or a bad thing.
Some would say that the threads of destiny are quite tense with you all.
Well,
I don't really like the way she drew that word out.
Some people would prefer muddier fortunes, more subject to change and wild and unpredictable. But we see a very clear path.
we're only given the road. We're only given the pointer on the road to the road. What we do when we get there, that's still up to us.
Too true, my friend. Too true.
Precisely. But I will give you one final fortune for this evening. On the house.
Too kind.
You watch as she reaches into her pocket and pulls out a dodecahedron crystal.
Oh, okay.
She waves her hand over it a few times and her eyes turn pure white. Yes. At the Empress's throne, the one who would rule will be there. waiting for the final battle. The battle to save a nation, a continent. That is where fate lies.
Well, I was getting Save the World vibes before, but that pretty much confirms it.
Yes.
Oh, nothing so grandiose as that, but certainly it would be an idea.
Well, a nation is the whole world to somebody.
That is true.
To some, one person is the world. So
Mm-hmm.
that from a bard once. He was terrible. He was terrible at singing, but he had a few very good sentences up his sleeve. Told him he should become more of a playwright.
Yeah, I'm starting to think it's because I've got my window open, this door keeps opening. I'm gonna say, there's not that much of breeze coming from it though. So, yeah.
Could be worse. Could be melting away.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mr. Fortune puts the dodecahedron back in a pouch.
Well, then I reckon you've more than earned this. And Storm just outright just pushes the entire bottle along. Take a hit as strong as you like.
Oh, don't encourage her. Oh, God.
She knocks it back and just hands it back to you. Just, an interesting little mix. Slap.
You gave it to her.
Well,
Come on, weren't you at least curious?
Yeah, she was absolutely tanked to begin with, so that
we
was
just
not a
drove
smart-
out over the edge.
Yeah.
Storm's gonna try, like, also slip in 15 gold pieces into her pocket or something like that, if I may.
Yeah, go for it.
Don't have to roll, it just happens.
Yeah,
She's
she's
unconscious.
unconscious.
Yeah,
And
just find
Beryl
out.
just can't even be asked looking at her at this point.
Okay, no. There you go. 15 gold for luck.
I think the off-key singing is done for the night. However, the off-key snoring may take place.
That's quite the talent.
So, what are you going to do now?
Well, we still good for a drink or two?
Definitely, we're going to need it after that. Learned a lot more than I was expecting.
Yes, you learned a lot about the law of the lands.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, we learned so much the player's going to have to watch the episode back again to make sure his notes are correct.
The player takes notes.
Yeah, I take notes.
I try to keep it all in my noggin.
I don't trust my noggin that much.
Yeah, I don't trust my noggin either, but still,
Hmm.
I'm too lazy to take notes.
I can't take notes and play at the same time.
I took notes of, like, Sammy's and Anarchy's fortune, so... But
Well.
after that, I reasoned that Storm would have zoned out. He would have clocked out mentally, so he wouldn't be paying attention to anyone else's. So,
Well,
yeah.
Well, Squish, you joining us, or are you
Yeah, I'm here.
good to go? I mean, you look a little exhausted right now.
I feel perfectly fine.
All right.
Remind me, were our drinks covered as well?
Yes, they were.
Then we have
Hold.
no reason to hold back. Get whatever you
Well,
want.
Well, unless we fall asleep on the floor here, we're not getting the money for the rooms. So we should be keeping a little bit of a limit.
Storm's already, like, ordered, like, the biggest, like, tankard of Falconer's brew they'll provide.
Yeah, just roll the barrel in.
Alright. Since his lordship's paying for it.
Yes. Wait, have you seriously got the whole barrel?
Yep.
I was actually joking, but hey.
Jeremiah, you brought this upon us. Now you must help. Contribute.
My tank is empty and the keg's still full.
Squish, you want to get in on this?
Squish is already in on it.
Yes. Now don't fall in.
Gonna say it's not a big barrel. It's about the size of your standard keg. So
I guess once again we are getting fucking drunk.
yes, please roll Constitution saving throws.
You're a bad influence on Squish.
Hey, that makes up for that one.
Yeah, you're just a little bit buzzy.
We've done this so much, we've become pros.
I presume last night's outing held the lots, though I fear for my liver.
We can worry about the liver once we save the nation.
Well, we saved the nation, we saved the world.
Yes.
Always wondered how these things operate. You see that thing over there with the many black and white things?
Are you talking about the chessboard?
No, not the chessboard. I mean the thing with the pipes up.
The organ?
Oh, the
Yes, I always wanted to know.
That's just
If I
a
could-
generic background. So
Uh,
there's a harpsichord there, but there's no organ there.
well, okay, but
I
still.
think you'll find that's a harpsichord, Jeremiah.
Okay, I mean, I never played one of those things, and I'm half tempted to do so, but I fear that I will be thrown out.
I mean, they let misfortune stay.
I think that's because they make more money off her.
I mean, you know what?
You know, I'll just say, I save you the trouble. Storm gets up and just kind of goes over to the bar. Like, Barrel,
Yes.
is it all right if Jeremiah tries out the harpsichord, or is that out of bounds?
Well, we're getting close to closing time, so might as well.
Hey,
Oh.
have at it, Jeremiah. Show us your
Okay,
secrets.
3, 2, 1.
Squish preemptively covers her ears.
It's
14.
somewhat decent.
Yeah, you do pretty well. It's up to you what song you're singing, but
Oh, it's just a rowdy tune.
Rowdy, you say?
A little bit rowdy, yes. At least it's not raunchy. I mean, we still have technically minors.
I'm gonna say that Storm's gonna head over to the table and actually pick up Squish and just start dancing with her.
roll me an acrobatics check, the pair of you.
Yeah.
Although Squish does make noises, she is not fighting him. Acrobatics, did you say?
Yeah. Oh, both of you. That's
Well,
just-
Squish is not a dancer.
Squish is dangling in the air.
yeah, you got lucky. You're just about to able to stop your limbs flailing around as you and Storm waltz around the small area around the harpsichord.
Da 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 da.
Sorry for
That's a
you.
waltz, so that's why we're moving to. Why I'm switching to a waltz.
Forgive me for the abruptness, dear Squish. I just don't know how long Jeremiah's musical talent can hold out. and I wanted to take a hold of this moment.
It's okay.
More than okay, judging by the tint of your ears.
She like claps her ears and it goes to her head.
Oh, don't hide them. They're beautiful.
They get redder.
Just be glad that he has no idea what Shostakovich would do with a harpsichord. He moves through to the flea waltz.
Yeah, I just realized Sammy's still in the bar watching this.
Oh, yeah.
He's quietly sipping his ale.
Jeez, what idiots.
You know, Squish, all the sailors talk up your sister, but I'm rather partial to you myself. You are freaking adorable.
Well, adorable me. I don't. Part of the Squish. He's just.
Thank
This is
you-
the first time
thank
you've ever
you,
seen
Dennis.
Squish
Oh,
lost
no.
words.
Well, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, as they say, and Mr. Repente would know. Ah.
Squish has no idea what's going on and how to react. She's just like, this is weird.
You don't have to say a word. Let's just enjoy the dance.
Literally has never been complimented before in her life.
I will say it's not just your cuteness that I like. It's how much you clearly love and do anything for dear Midi. And I meant what I said back in Ocean's Bounty. I'll do anything and everything to help the pair of you. And that's just the long and short of it.
Oh, by the way, I think Bolt is getting into the keg.
Sure, he totally is. Doing a big old, like, routine in the air.
Just collides with the chandelier.
A bird.
Just hear a thud as Bolt just lands on his back on a table.
He'll be fine. He's taken worse.
All we need is a drunk dragon.
Hey! No, he's just a baby. I'm watching you, Sammy. Don't give beer to a baby.
But he's a growing boy. He needs his nutrients.
Not
You
from
need two.
alcohol.
He needs two.
Storm just smiles drunkenly on that and has, like, bright red cheeks.
And
That's
would
why I
too.
like you.
I would need to practice my Chris Hemsworth impression before even trying to do voice.
Good work, man of spiders.
Good work, man of spiders. I don't know.
I can't do
I
it.
think the closest I can probably try and do is that Travis Willingham style. I have not been paid by Square Enix.
All right, then. I'm going to say that. Storm's just going to, like, enjoy the dance of Squish until the music comes to an end, and then he's just going to set her down gently.
Yeah, as I wrote in the sidebar, Jeremiah moves to a rounding version of what we would know as the entertainer, though it is the bard to him. And at the end, he's basically starting to pound and collapses a little bit on the harpsichord. Just a moment.
Alright, we're closing
Need to
now.
catch my breath anyway. I think I've used up all my skill.
I will be closed now, so let the cat sleep off whichever you gave her, and then you can get up to go to your rooms.
Yes,
What a fun evening. I presume you'll be all right getting your way up to the bedroom, Squish?
Yeah, I'm fine.
all right.
All right, you sleep well now. I've got to help Jeremiah up to our room.
Don't worry. I can walk. It's just I haven't I haven't done music in a long time. I mean, I'm a carpenter, not a musician after all.
Put it off really well, though. You're a man
Yeah.
of surprises.
Sometimes I surprise myself.
Hmm.
And he stumbles his way up, but he's staying upright. As far as he knows.
Oh, impressive.
As far as
Roll me an acrobatics check. I don't know, just give me dexterity. Give me raw dexterity.
Nope.
D100.
As I said, as far as he knows. Well, why is the floor coming so close
Yeah.
suddenly?
You basically look around and suddenly decide what damn fool put carpet on the walls.
All right,
What?
come on, Jeremiah. Looks like I'm your burly angel tonight. Up and at him. And Storm would just yank him up.
Strength check.
Come on, Storm, please. You're a dex boy, but you're canonically buff.
Up and at them.
Yeah, you're able to prop Jeremiah up, that one, his arm over your shoulder, and you just managed to get him upstairs to your room.
Sorry.
Nothing to apologize.
You're so kind and fluffy and it's kind. I mean, that is totally true.
Oh, well, I just do my best, my friend.
And yeah, if a lot of things were different, I would probably, I don't know, maybe it's just the alcohol talking.
Squish and Sammy are just watching this awkward exchange in the bar.
Do I even need to bother inciting it?
He's too drunk to even lie, so I don't think so. Yeah, Jeremiah's not necessarily as straight as an arrow.
Yeah. Well, Jeremiah, maybe in another life, maybe in another time, I can be your fluffy daddy. But for now, it's bedtime. Daddy's gonna put you to bed.
Usually they call me daddy. Don't know why. Probably the beard, though.
I hear that. Okay, let's get Jeremiah into bed.
Yeah, let's do that.
Squish got a
Before it gets too awkward for the player.
Squish just got
This went down a very
turn to
interesting
Sammy.
direction, didn't it, boys and girls?
Yep.
Yes,
Squish slowly turns and looks at Sammy and says, I didn't act that dumb when I was drunk, did I?
No, I actually can't remember.
Yeah. We should probably go to bed. You coming or are you gonna stay for a little while?
I just said it's closing time, so yeah, going upstairs.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry.
Don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
But we are staying here.
Exactly, no, but that's let that dusty cat sleep off whatever you gave her as well.
She might regret that in the morning.
no, you don't get a hangover from that stuff.
Sammy downs the last of his pint and puts it on the counter before heading upstairs.
You both make your way to your beds. And that's it. Everyone's got to sleep. Storm.
I would, before you say anything, I'd just say, like,
Go
Storm fell asleep atop Jeremiah.
Okay.
Like, he got Jeremiah to bed, but then conked out himself. Just to make things even more awkward in the morning.
Okay. I would like you to roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Here we go again. Uh-oh.
Let's see what we've got here.
It's not a bad saving throw. 10.
Ooh, but it doesn't beat what I just got. Go 12. Storm, once again you feel something curl around your leg, but now something is curling around your waist, your arms, your upper leg, and you realise that you're in a dark void. It feels like you're underwater. You can breathe just fine, but yeah, you are underwater, and you are being pulled down, deeper and down, until eventually you see a large golden eye open in front of you. This is gargantuan. You just watch as it lazily rolls into position until it's staring straight at you. You start hearing that strange garbled language you heard the other night, for you finally, in the back of your mind, hear the words, "I finally found you."
Oh, shiz.
Oh dear. Christ.
What are you going to do?
What am I going
Who'd you piss off, Storm?
Who give me a moment? Player's having a moment. Oh shit!
Well, I can't help you.
No one
No one can help. Storm will say in Primordial Aqueducts, I presume?
You do not even know what I am, do you?
Not a clue, sir.
Your father felt very much the same way when he pledged his soul to me.
Oof.
And I'm offering you the same deal.
A deal, huh? You
Yes.
offered my father. And what would I hope to gain from this deal, and what would you gain from me?
You watch as his eye pulses as he says, "Power."
Mm.
The power of the deep. It can be yours. If you desire it.
Power, huh? A tempting offer to be sure.
I have waited for 40 years to find you.
You've been looking for me that whole time, huh?
All on that ship belonged to me.
That kept me hidden from you pretty good, huh?
Yes. Granted, it was not part of our deal. After all, your mother was exempt. But that is why I must make you a deal as well. Become my instrument. I will grant you my power.
Here's the problem, and I hate to be rude. Dad went to a lot of effort to keep me away from you. He must have had a reason for doing that, and I don't think you'll tell me. You can't tell me his perspective. So before any deals can be made, and I'm not definitely saying no, I need to know why he saw fit to keep me away from you, whoever you may be.
A father's love. What else?
True, that does seem to be the gist of it, but that's not the whole story.
Perhaps, as you said, I am unaware of his perspective. It would do you well to talk to him first. You will find a shrine to me in Sanctuary.
Okay, that seems fair enough. I'll have a talk with Dad, and I'll be more informed when you come back and ask me again. Does that seem fair?
It is agreeable.
You know
As
my
I
name.
say.
I need to know yours.
You know it already. You greeted me by that name.
Ah, okay. Aquanox it is.
Precisely. I will allow you to continue staying. But remember, once you have spoken with Salt on the Breeze, I will be awaiting your decision.
Looking forward to it, Aquanox.
You just hear his deep, booming laugh echoing in the water around you as the tentacles let go of you and you start floating back up to the surface. That's where we'll leave it for this week.
God damn.
That's basically
Making a deal with Cthulhu.
Well, that was so cool. And
That
so
was really
scary.
awesome. Yeah,
Thank you.
that came out of nowhere. That.
Ah!
Just the
So you
offhand-
finally got to meet Okatoa.
Yeah.
Hence my cupcake joke earlier.
Yeah.
The cupcake was the hag, not Okatoa.
No, cupcake. Don't you remember on Twitter someone did the cupcakes with the tentacles coming off them?
I do not.
I'm afraid not. No.
I remember that.
I think it was Cupcake a Toe or something like that.
That's brilliant.
Oof.
Okatoa. I
But
should
yes,
do that.
play the game.
Again, another talkie.
Yep.
First, go with Storm and Squish's Little Waltz.
Yeah.
Certainly
It's
in
the
the
Jeremiah
Doesn't know
compliment,
what
yes.
to do. It's just like this is the first time anyone's ever like giving her affection in the romantic sense. She's like, "What's going on? What is this?" Ah!
Yeah, Ardeth will have questions in the morning.
Why am I so hot and sticky? Ah!
Okay.
What my drippings with goo?
Is going to be Kubar because that's not one, not two, but 3 player characters he's tried to seduce.
Yeah,
He's the player
sure
of the
you're not a
game.
bard?
player of the game.
It's just like the spirit of Rascal just creeping in here. You cannot stop the horny bard. Like when I brought Rascal towards you, it was like he's not gonna be a horny bard, and then oh no, look what happened.
He's a horny bard.
Stop it! It just
In more
happened.
fashions than one.
That's true. And that's just bleeding through to my other characters.
Poor Squish. She needs to figure shit out.
I
Which is adorable.
I love Squish.
And the terrible thing is the only other adult woman there hasn't got a fucking clue either.
yeah.
Beyond the mechanics.
I mean, yes, with her it's more like IKEA.
Now I'm just
A
imagining
is not B.
Squish.
I
Now
have
I'm
a
just
joke in my
imagining
head,
Squish.
but I'll save it for off stream.
See, I'm just imagining Squish like being honest with Ardeth and telling her about the whole thing with Storm, and Ardeth just comes back from like a trip to the bookstore with a book regarding like Goblin and Tabaxi sex positions.
Your body and you.
So,
The kitty sitter.
fail of the game.
Yes.
Probably Karth going
Kama
to
Sutra?
bed 2 hours before everybody else because he assumed that everyone was heading to bed at the same time.
No.
I just
We
had a
like
feeling
getting
that
drunk.
after he got into his room, the bird came downstairs and was just watching us all being drunken idiots.
Probably,
I
yeah,
had a possibility.
something.
So, any thoughts, theories, ideas?
Um,
I honestly don't know where we stand with the Admiralty in regards to our relationship with the pirates.
Oh yeah, about that. Kind of weird that like Admiral Hargreaves dropped a hint on how to read the pirate map, basically.
He is friendly to the pirates,
Yeah,
to
it's
the
just-
Cave
it's
Gold.
It's like how obvious do we want to make it that we actually interact with the pirates, or we interact with the Admiralty? The faction politics of this is going to be delicious.
Yeah.
Just be discreet.
We are also going to have to figure out how much gold is in that little pit.
Yeah, we're
Except that,
carrying
like,
around way too
100,000.
much money.
Well, I was talking about the stuff that's in the ship.
Yeah, apparently it's about 100,000 gold, something like that, Seph?
10,000,
Yep.
I think, is it? Ooh, okay then.
Bear in mind that was what was left over stored by the foreclaimers beforehand, so...
Fair enough.
That's
Some
Miggy's
of it is
pit
actually
anyway.
weird material.
Just every time we go to the Ark, Mitty just goes and Scrooge McDucks into that. It's just like, woohoo!
Yeah, we can't actually use that money in game because that would just break everything.
Yep.
That's
Pretty
more
much.
money than you'll ever need.
Mitty will pout, but you'll be able to take it from him.
That's basically the ship's vault. What would, in like Saltmarsh, would be the money used to pay crew, etc. The maintenance costs, so...
Well, we haven't incurred any maintenance costs yet.
Exactly. Like I say, it's more just because, like, I did kind of write Maelstrom to be like a light introduction to some of the stuff from Saltmarsh.
Interesting.
I will say this: I'm more than happy to do like sea battles and all that with like a weird four-claimer ship. That sounds freaking awesome.
Yep.
I am all in for this.
Yes, ready the phases. Oh wait, wrong
We might
wrong
have to if we
genre.
piss off the squid.
Dude, I know what our relationship with the pirates is going to be. I'm going to be king of the pirates, obviously.
Heck yeah!
Okay, so that's it for this week's episode of Into the Maelstrom. Going down the list, it's a good night from Kork.
Good night, and be careful of Yok Soggle.
A good night from Devillo.
Night, everybody. Wear a mask, wash your hands, or else.
Good night from Icy.
Good night, everyone. Same thing. Wash hands. Wear a goddamn mask. Or I will kill you.
A good night from Jurnis.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but I cast vicious mockery.
A good night from Lizzie.
Good night, noon. Yep.
And a good night from Kubar.
Good night, everyone. Remember to
Good
tip
night.
the fortune tellers.
And a good night from me. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Night, night.
Night.